Try that again. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Crimes, Killers, Cults,
and Beer.
And I have a feeling I'm going to be morbidly intoxicated by the end of this episode.
Yes, I believe we both will be.
And the reason for that is we have the co-host of the podcast, Morbidly Intoxicated, Lily, with us.
Hi.
Hi, Lily.
Hi.
Hey, Lily.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, you want to grab a drink?
This week on Morbidly Intoxicated, we're going to talk about the cult leader, Larry Ray.
Thank you for doing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Welcome to the craziness that is Crimes, Killers, Cults, and Beer.
I know, right? You're in for a treat.
Yes.
So, anyway, that's Todd.
And
I'm
that's
very
Bill.
ready for it.
And that, of course, is
And
Lily.
that's Lily that we, Hell yeah.
So,
And this is me.
tell our listeners a little bit about your podcast.
Okay, yeah. So our podcast is, it's one that I do with my friend Sierra. We met in cosmetology school, and we both really like true crime, and we kind of bonded over having, like, this is going to sound really shitty, parents that were addicts. And so we grew up basically dealing with kind of like a lot of the same things.
Right on. I mean...
And we're like, oh,
you know what I mean.
We can just like talk
That's
about
cool.
that.
I mean, not the situation wasn't cool, but how you got together and like worked it all out is cool. Yeah.
Don't feel bad, Lily. When I told him that I was in a cult, he's like, "That's cool."
Yeah, I do. It's like that's cool is my like go-to response to just about everything. I have like two or three go-to responses, and that's cool is like one of them.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Right on.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Right on.
Anyway, Todd, what are you drinking?
Bud Light, because all those fucking
so
fancy like IPAs that I normally try to drink to like see if we can get like fancy beer sponsors are like way too high alcohol level, and this is going to be a long one, so So I'm taking it easy tonight.
Yeah. So I'm drinking Bud Light as well. Surprise, surprise.
Is that your guys' favorite?
Yeah, that's Bill's only beer is Bud Light.
Ah.
Yeah, I won't drink anything else. I'm like Todd is the connoisseur. I'm the snob.
I just like to try new things, but I always like, dude, if I'm just sitting in a bar, I'll drink Bud Light all day long, dude. I don't care.
Okay.
All right. What are you drinking, Lily?
I have two beverages. I've got a mango Pepsi that I have not opened yet, and I have an Arnold Palmer.
A what?
An Arnold Palmer.
An Arnold Palmer.
Oh, the
iced tea and lemonade. Yeah.
Iced tea lemon. Oh, okay.
Right on.
Well,
Yeah.
good luck catching a buzz on that.
Right. I'm not a big beer drinker. I'd much rather drink like wine or like a mixed drink or something like that, like liquor. But
Italio. Right on.
right on.
I drink rum and Coke a lot too. In fact, there's been a few podcasts where I've just gotten completely
Trashed.
off the rails drinking rum and Coke. So
Rum and Cokes will hit you pretty good.
especially when I'm making them at home. and the bottle of Bacardi doesn't come with the little strainer spout at the top of it. Dude, that rum dumps out quick when you don't have that.
Have you guys seen the video of the lady that's making some kind of drink and she's like 2 shots of vodka and she like dumps half the vodka bottle?
I haven't seen that, but that sounds like something on TikTok.
It's very funny. I'll have to send it to you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get into this because we got a long way to go.
Yeah, right.
So we're covering Larry Ray and the piece of shit. I mean, I'm not going to call him a cult leader, although technically he was.
Right.
You know, he follows the criteria for it and everything. But I'm not going to call him a cult leader. He's not worthy of our cult outro music.
That's it.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Short and sweet.
I think it's pretty funny. I just said we're not going to call him a cult leader, and then you called him a cult leader.
We got to keep people on their
that's
toes.
freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Gotta-
I'll leave that in
gotta
there.
keep people
Fuck
on
yeah,
their
dude.
toes.
That's awesome, dude. I just love it because it's good. Like, we're gonna put that in there later, and it's like, yeah, people aren't even gonna remember we didn't call him a cult leader at the beginning. It's fucking awesome.
So,
Or wherever we
We
put
can-
it, wherever you put that in your podcast, that's freaking great.
We
love it.
can lessen
Yeah.
we can lessen his like cult leader status by just saying it was a sex cult. I mean,
he was the leader of the dumbass. Cha-ching.
Sure.
Cha-ching.
Sorry, I'm getting talked to. My bad.
Hi, Rui.
Yeah, hi, Rui. She said hi back.
So the sources for this are from the website The Cut, and the story is The Stolen Kids of Sarah Lawrence, and that's a prestigious liberal arts university in New York. And
since we're doing
and your source.
I was gonna say, since we're doing sources, I've got the court transcripts from justice.gov, and then I also have this Twitter page called Inner City Press, and they live tweeted the entire thing. So I'm going to be going over that because they have a lot of good timestamps and literally word for word tweeted every line of the trial day by day. So
Holy crap!
Nice, Bill.
Yeah.
You need to up your research game there, brother.
Well, I've got 24 pages here.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw that.
So, do you have the Twitter page that she's talking about?
No, because we agreed that she would take
I know.
the aftermath,
I'm messing with you,
the
bro.
trial and all
I'm
that
messing
stuff.
with
He's
you,
got-
man. It's all good.
he's
Come on
got-
now.
He's got 24 pages, and then I have like another like 20 for the trial. It's
Oh,
the trial
Jesus.
is so long. Well, maybe not 20.
Hey, if
but
I
got a
fall
lot.
asleep, just like cut me out the call and you guys finish it.
No, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna cut you off the call. I'm gonna wait for you to snore like Thunder did, and
Then cut me out the call.
Call
That's
you.
fine.
infamous. So here we go. Deep Dive Central. Talia Ray, she was a student at Sarah Lawrence College, a prestigious liberal arts college. I said that too. And she lived in a dorm, like an open area dorm, where with like 8 other college kids. And she would speak a lot about her father, propping her father up and everything to her dorm mates, and she revered him and she respected him a lot and everything, and she had a whole bunch of stories to tell about him, and her dorm mates liked hearing them. So one day she came out and to her dorm mates, and she announced that her father, Larry Ray, had just been released from prison, and he would be crashing with them for a while until he got back on his feet.
Uh-oh. This can't
I have a
end well.
question already.
And
What was he
Okay.
in jail for? Do we know?
we'll get to it. We'll
Okay,
get there.
Okay.
So her dorm mates agreed with it because it's like, okay, as we're going to find out, they all think that he's this, real American hero.
Okay.
So she said that he had been unfairly imprisoned, and she had a whole backstory on him and how he was an international man of mystery, a war hero, and a real American hero.
I don't believe her.
And once he moved...
I said I don't believe her.
An international man of mystery.
He would,
do I make you horny, baby?
Oh, he thought he was all that. I mean,
I couldn't help it, dude. As soon as you said international man of mystery, I was giggling and I was trying, like, don't do it out loud. Don't do it out loud.
Well, that's why I put that in there.
I know. And then I heard everybody else kind of giggle, and I'm like, I'm saying it. I'm doing it. Who cares?
But once he did move in with them, he would take control of the students and rule them like a dictator or a cult leader.
Yeah.
So, and I, honestly, Todd, I'm kind of glad that you didn't do any research, because this is going to be one of those episodes where you're like, "What the fuck?"
I'm so ready for Todd's commentary.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite episodes.
Right.
That's pretty much all of them, because I
So-
don't do anything. I just listen and react.
No, just when you get like horror. I mean, you're used to serial killers and everything, but what I'm talking about are the ones where you just are so horrified with what you're hearing that you're like, "What?"
Yeah. Yeah, if you actually hear me do that meme, like, what? Like the minion thing, dude, that means I'm like, are you, what? Yeah. Anyway.
So, but who was Larry Ray? And I almost said Hall.
Larry Hall.
I'm pretty sure that Larry Ray doesn't talk like this. Oh man.
It was like the Lil Will episode where you called him Lil Wayne at the end.
But who was he? So let's backtrack, because knowing his backstory makes what happened even more bizarre and crazy. And that's what we do here, bizarre and crazy.
Yes. All right, let's hear it.
So he was born Lawrence Greco, but he later took his stepfather's last name. He was born in 1959 in Brooklyn, and he was always a type of gray area, you know, with like his life and his personality and stuff like that.
All right.
He just had this ability to blend in and act like he was supposed to be there. So he hung around with politicians, top military officials, restaurateurs, and business owners, and he knew how to run his mouth, lie, and manipulate, and he had it down to a science.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Naturally.
And of course, and he would lie with just enough truth sprinkled in to keep people's attention.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Relax, Bill. You can do this.
That's a beer kicking.
Yeah, right.
We got a lady in here, and I'm nervous.
That's why I said relax. You can do this. It's okay.
You got it.
No, I'm.
Oh, I know, dude. I actually have a shirt on because we have a guest, dude. I normally don't. I'm normally just sitting in my house in like shorts and just like whatever. Like nobody's gonna see me, and I'm like, you're not gonna see me. Nobody is, but dude, I put a shirt on because we have a guest. I gotta look respectable.
I appreciate the fact that we're on a voice call and you're like, I should probably put on a shirt.
I know. Well, you know, it's just respectful. Like I said, I know we're not in a video call. You don't see me, but it's like, dude, I feel like I should have a shirt on. I don't know, dude. It's the first time I've done one with a guest. I didn't know what to do. I didn't, fuck.
True gentleman.
Yeah, I'm an old graybeard gentleman. Yeah, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that you do call us your little sister podcast, but
the little sister podcast,
even though they're bigger than
and
us.
it's not. Yeah, I mean it's not for content. It's not for content or for listeners. It's because of the fact that you guys are
Sure,
little.
younger.
So Larry was disguised as a chameleon, and he could become whatever he needed to be in order to pull off whatever con he was running.
Oh.
He would juggle people around too, telling them only what he wanted them to know to convince them that they were part of his air quote master plan, which was usually grandiose bullshit.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So yeah,
So he's
so
some-
kind of really culty, but not ish.
yeah, I'm not calling him a cult leader just because I'm just calling him a douchebag.
Okay.
I'll have to
But he
redo
does.
my
But he does
intro.
have culty tendencies. But yeah.
He does have culty tendencies, and technically, what he did with these college students, it was a small-time cult. But he doesn't deserve my cult outro music.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, does
I
he
gotcha.
deserve the satisfaction?
Yeah.
Right. So Larry managed to get a job on Wall Street in the 80s, despite not having a college degree
Interesting.
or any experience in the financial field.
Wow.
Did he weasel his way into it?
So,
Smooth talked his way?
huh?
He smooth talked his way into that?
Do what?
He smooth talked his way into that one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right on. Good for him.
So, yeah, he later
Yes.
became a consultant. That's cool.
Right.
That's cool. Dude, that's rad.
So he later became a consultant in various industries like construction, insurance, finance, and gambling. And honestly, this wasn't in my research. This is just a personal note. It's very similar to how Jeffrey Epstein rose to power.
All right.
And Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, by the way.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
we all
just a
know that.
pedophile. It's fine.
Yeah, I just had to throw that in there. So he bullshitted his way through the ranks, although Epstein would have laughed at Larry. He claimed to be a partner at a popular Italian restaurant where he held fundraisers for politicians. He even co-owned a nightclub in New Jersey, and he tried to buy into other New York City nightclubs. So this dude was making really good money on his bullshit.
Wow. That's rad. I just came up with a new fucking catchphrase.
That's rad.
Oh God.
Wild. You're wild, Tom.
That's cool. And I was like, that's cool. Or right on. That's rad.
Tubular, dude.
Tubular. Totally tubular.
Don't make me gag you with a chainsaw, Bill.
I like turtles.
Turtles.
So he developed a parasitic friendship with a man named Frank DiTommaso. DiTommaso? I don't know.
DiTommaso.
And
We'll go with how you said it first.
There we go. And he hired Larry to make introductions to prominent politicians, and I'm thinking that this guy might have had mafia connections. I'm not sure, but yeah, he'd just act like he belonged there where these politicians that this guy wanted to meet were, and he'd walk up and act like he knew the guy. It's like, hey, and then he'd be like, hey man, hey, long time no see, but you got to meet my guy Frank over here.
All right.
So and it worked. It freaking worked.
It always works for smooth talkers.
Yeah. And Larry boasted that he was a war hero in the Marines.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Larry Hall. There, I did it.
There it is. There it is.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Oh.
I hear you smacking on
I knew
something,
it was
Todd.
gonna happen.
Yeah, because damn it, I knew exactly what he was gonna do.
I didn't. That wasn't on purpose.
I mean, dude, I know you said the name wrong, But I knew where you were going with that. It just fucking cracked me up. Fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just do it anyway. Well, Larry Ray may have been a lot of things, but one thing he was not was a Marine.
Yes.
Oh, yikes.
Dude, and that's the easiest way to get yourself killed.
Yup.
Oh, I know.
By like real
It's too
Marines.
bad
Like you go walking around saying you're a Marine and you can't prove it, they will just fucking drop you, dude. Like they don't care. You don't lie about shit like that. You don't ever lie about shit like that.
No, absolutely not. That's
But
just
all
disrespectful.
Yeah, stolen valor. I mean, he did have some military service. He was in the Air Force. He did the Air Force boot camp, and then 19 days after boot camp in 1981, he was dishonorably discharged.
Ooh.
After 19 days.
That
wow, he didn't
must
even make
be
it out
a
of
record.
boot camp.
No, he made it out of boot camp, and then 19 days later, he was dishonorably discharged.
Oh.
And I couldn't find any information on what he did to get himself dishonorably discharged, but yeah, he probably tried to run his bullshit with he probably tried to run cons or whatever, and the people in the Air Force were smarter than the people on Wall Street apparently, and just said, "Get the fuck out."
He was probably trying to do a Sergeant Bilko kind of thing on him.
So this man lied about being in the Marines. He could have just said he was in the Air Force and lied a little bit about getting discharged, you know?
Well, the thing is, what I took from that is the fact that, he loved the Marines, and it's just like he studied up on the Marines, and we're going to find that out later. It's just like he loved the Marines. He worshipped them, but he was too much of a fucking pussy to join the Marines.
Right.
Dude, I'm too much of a pussy to join the Marines. Those guys are fucking badass.
They're hardcore.
I know. Yeah, they are. So, but he would hang around the Marines and everything, and he started making up actual stories about exploits in the Marines that he was hanging around actually believed. This is how good he was.
And when was this? This was like in the early 80s, because this shit would just not fly these days.
No.
I don't think it would have flown then.
Well,
it's just
you'd like
he was able to. Now, but the Air Force, when the Air Force dishonorably discharged him, you gotta figure it's like, okay, that came from the higher ups. But if he's talking to, and I'm not making fun of anybody's intelligence or anything like that, I would never do that. But still, if he's just talking about if he's just hanging around like staff sergeants or privates or whatever, if he's just hanging around them, then of course they're a lot younger, they're a lot less experienced in life and all that stuff, so they're gonna buy his bullshit.
Yeah, maybe I could see that, I guess.
So he claimed that these are some of his stories. He claimed that he himself planned an operation to capture Assata Shakur from Cuba and extradite him back to the United States.
What?
All right.
He had a lot of bullshit stories about his life as a Marine war hero.
And he was, oh Jesus, all right.
He even said that he worked with the CIA and said that NATO had dispatched him to Moscow to stop a bombing campaign in Kosovo. But
okay,
what?
What the fuck?
Some people just take their lies way too far. Like, they take it one too far. You're like, ooh, we could have believed you, but then you said this.
Yeah, it's like, I was totally in on your bullshit until you said that. Oh my god, what the fuck?
But he had proof of that, though. As proof, whenever somebody called him out on his bullshit over the CIA and NATO, he had a letter on the official NATO letterhead thanking him for his service.
Stop, really?
And now Chris, a man named Chris Donnelly, the NATO official who wrote the letter, he said Larry was just around. he was connected, and he may have made some calls for us, but it's like we write that letter for anybody who's involved.
He was just
like
around.
Contractors, whatever.
Oh God.
Yeah, he was just kind of there.
But I mean, okay, I can see where he would use something like that because, dude, not everybody knows that that happens. He's like, look,
right.
I got a letter from NATO.
If he shows me that letter, I'm gonna be like, okay,
right on.
Looks real.
That's rad, dude.
Official letterhead, like. I see what you mean.
I mean, dude, this is
truth.
still back in the '80s, right? So there wasn't any internet yet, so he couldn't have just like gone and fucking like forged
Photoshopped
something, yeah. So all right,
yeah,
all right, that's good on him, I guess. I don't know.
So, but yeah, he was just around. So in 1995, Larry met a young New York police NYPD detective named Bernie Carrick, and
did he make the coffee machines?
Carrick had been.
You know, I had to.
But you know what he was?
No.
He was Rudy Giuliani's driver.
Oh, interesting.
And Rudy promoted him to the New York City Department of Corrections Investigation Division. Because apparently this guy was smart. I mean, he was working his way up legit. He wasn't some bullshit artist like Larry.
All right, so
Rudy saw potential in him, and
all right,
Rudy saw potential in him, and just said, "All right, let's throw you into something real and see what you got." And Carrick ran with it. I mean, he made the most of it.
Right on.
So Larry impressed him, and the two became friends, and Larry would wind up being Carrick's best man at his wedding.
Oh, okay.
All right. I didn't see that coming, but okay.
Right?
Nah. But Larry did go to Russia for some reason. He actually did go to Moscow. But while there, he befriended a man named Pavel Palazchenko.
Palazchenko.
Or Chio. Yeah.
I don't know what the X, how you say the X at the end of a name in Russia, but I would say it's like Palazchenko, or I don't fucking know.
We got a Google Translate
might be a
like
T.
audio thing that we can play.
Yeah, I mean, like, Billy, dude, you have to like when you get these names, you need to type them into a like, how do you pronounce this name kind of a thing, so you know how to say it.
Can we YouTube it? Can we insert an audio clip of the pronunciation?
Yeah, we might be able to do something like that. We'll fix it and edit. We'll fix it in post.
How funny!
And now our guest is ragging on my notes.
No.
No,
I do this.
Our guest and myself are ragging on you for not doing enough research to figure out how to pronounce the motherfucker's name. That's what we're doing.
I literally do that all the time. I'm like, I don't know how to say this, and I'll pull it up like while we're recording. I'm like, there, this is how you say it. I'm not saying it again.
Yeah.
Oh, Todd, did you know that Larry Ray was actually was a he did take a ride on the space shuttle into space.
Did he really? No,
and you would know that if you had done some research. Oh. Burn.
All right. I will take that. I'll take that. Because you know what? You're 100% correct.
Freaking Todd.
All right, then.
Todd's like, I'm leaving.
So, Pavel.
There we go.
So Pavel, he was Mikhail Gorbachev's interpreter. In 1997, Gorbachev came to New York City, and Larry actually played host to him. He arranged security for him, and he even drove Gorbachev around in his own car.
Did he really?
What did he have?
Yes.
Like a fucking like Datsun B210 or something? Like I mean, dude, I don't know. What was the
No.
popular car in the 80s?
Good old
It had to be like
Fiero.
a Datsun or a Fiero or something.
No, but keep in mind he made a lot of money.
Fucking
So I
shitty
mean, he
Chevy
probably had
Nova.
a BMW or a Mercedes or something.
Maybe.
But
It's
not armored, though,
It's
I'm
more fun
sure.
to imagine him driving around in a fucking like B210 fucking station wagon or something.
Right.
well, that's what he deserves.
Fucking Datsun.
That's what he deserves.
Hey, Mikhail, hop in. The fuck is this?
So Gorbachev made a stop in L.A. and Larry somehow arranged a meeting between Gorbachev and Robert De Niro.
Oh boy.
De Niro is quoted saying that he thought Larry was an odd choice to be palling around with Gorbachev.
Yep. And the plot thinnens.
This all sounds incredibly fake, but I know it's not. But
I know, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just the story is so crazy. I mean, so Larry actually arranged a sit down between Giuliani and Gorbachev, and there are photos of this of the two of them together with Larry in the photo. There are photos of this online.
that's insane.
And
Yeah, because this sounds
all of this
completely
because
like
Larry.
bullshit. I mean, I'm sorry, Bill. I know you're.
It does.
I know it's not.
It
I know
does.
it's
I mean-
not. But this just sounds so fucking far fetched and just bullshit. I'm waiting for you to fucking do a little stinger tag at the end, like, yeah, I made all that shit up.
No, I promise this is not a Krypton episode.
I know, but you know what I mean, though. The way this sounds is just like, oh my god. But I mean, obviously it's real because we have our guest that has like notes of the trial and all this shit. So this shit really happened. But god
Yeah.
damn, this sounds so fucking made up. It's not even funny.
I know.
I mean, dude, Hollywood couldn't
He
make
didn't-
a movie this fucking good.
Right.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to. Once the sentencing is handed down, I'm sure they're going to. I guarantee you they're already in talks about it.
Because I mean, like, seriously, dude. I mean, this is like, dude, this is more made up than any fucking Marvel movie.
Not Hollywood, actually. In my research, I found that Hulu has the rights.
Oh, Hulu's
So-
got the. Oh, so it's gonna be good then. All right, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hulu's going to make a movie about Larry. Oh, I'm on board.
Yeah,
They
dude.
need to make a movie about Michael Malloy while they're at
Right?
it.
No, dude, if Hulu's got the rights
And-
to his story, dude, it's gonna be a good fucking thing, dude. Whether they make it a movie or a
Right.
series or whatever they do, it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Thank God
it'll
Disney
be good.
didn't
Yeah,
fucking get
They
the
d-
rights
they-
to it.
No shit.
Because he'd be.
They,
Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna shut my fucking mouth and just
Well, he'd
carry
be
on, Bill.
He'd be a Disney princess.
All right, you said it, not me.
But Hulu, if you're listening to this,
They're not, but
after you're done, after you do the Larry Ray movie or series or whatever, do one on Michael Malloy and do one on Boone Helm and cast Carl Urban as Boone.
yes, cast Carl Urban as Boone Helm. He is the perfect
Well-
guy for it.
We'll write him a letter.
He is.
Dude, we'll
We were
fucking just
actually
hit him
talking
up on
about that
Twitter.
last
We'll start a
night.
Twitter campaign. Cast, like hashtag Carl Urban is Boone Helm. And then
Yeah.
Carl Urban will say all this shit like, who the fuck is this Boone Helm guy? And then he'll go and look like, fuck yeah, I want to play that dude. Let's make this shit happen.
Yeah, and he would totally be perfect as Boone.
Hashtag, but we
So-
digress.
But we digress. So Larry also arranged with a sit down. That's already said that. All this because Larry knew how to become the person that he was pretending to be, like I mentioned earlier. This meetup was a favor to Carrick by Larry, and a month later, Carrick was appointed as commissioner of the Department of Corrections.
Oh boy.
You know where this is going, Todd.
Yeah, I got a feeling I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Excuse
You
me.
owe me.
You owe me.
Mm-hmm. So Carrick introduced Larry to some of his law enforcement agents, including Gary Uher, and an FBI agent. And Larry claimed that he could provide the FBI with information on some of his mafia contacts. So they brought Larry on as an informant. Larry gave him information on a pump and dump stock scheme that was operated by the Gambino family.
Ooh.
Larry later told Uher that the Gambino family had actually put a hit out on him because they found out that he was an informant. The
Raggy.
The FBI, aka the taxpayers, paid $10,000 for a state-of-the-art security system for Larry's house.
Oh my!
as a result,
Because
and if anybody should have tough Tony'd Larry, it should have been the fucking Gambino family.
yeah, right. Fucking just tough Tony him, man. Come on.
Why don't we just shoot the motherfucker?
If you don't if you listen to the last podcast, you'll know what tough Tony means.
Well, Lily's listened to the Michael Malloy episode, so she knows
she knows who Tough Tony is, so you know what Tough Tony means. Dude, I'm telling Bill, like, dude, we're making T-shirts out of that, dude. I'm going to make T-shirts. Just Tough Tony him.
Yeah.
That's going to be T-shirts. We're gonna have a merch site soon, and that, dude, that's going to be a T-shirt.
Yeah. Larry turned out to be an unreliable informant who was pretending to have evidence on the scheme, only for it to later turn out to be nothing. And Agent Uher realized that Larry used his role as informant as a cover for his own involvement in the scheme.
Oh.
So he was actually in on that scheme with the Gambino family, and he's like giving information to the FBI. So it's like, okay, so how he didn't get Tough Tony down there,
right?
Right.
Jesus, I mean, dude, talk about living with a fucking crosshair on your back.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't. Although if they had Tough Tony done, we wouldn't have an episode.
Right? Thank you all. Have a good night.
So in March of 2000, federal prosecutors indicted 19 people, including Larry, for their involvement in the scheme. Larry was charged with agreeing to pay a $100,000 bribe to the executive of a bond brokerage on behalf of the Gambino family.
Ooh.
You don't fuck with the mob. How he got away with it.
Yeah, right? Shit.
But so in court, Larry spouted a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, he said he had done most of it, but there were things other people had actually done. The court didn't buy any of it, and he was going to be convicted. So he made a call to his old buddy Carrick, who he figured owed him a favor because he had helped get him that promotion.
Oh.
And Carrick replied that he'd do anything for Larry, but he couldn't intervene in this situation. He knew that Larry was a con artist, and at that point, and he didn't want to be labeled one as well if he had gone to bat for
Right.
Larry.
Okay.
So and of course Larry got pissed.
As you would.
So
if you were a lying piece
Larry
of shit.
pleaded guilty. Yeah. Larry pleaded guilty in 2003, and he was sentenced to 5 years probation. The judge accused Larry of manipulating the court, and he said that he would throw the book at Larry if he had violated his probation for anything.
Okay.
What?
Like if you get a parking ticket. If you get a parking ticket, I'm throwing the book at you.
Damn.
So you're giving a fucking known liar probation, and if he gets caught again, like, dude, Just throw it at him now. Fucking just nail him with the fucking book and put him away.
Right.
But the thing is, they only know a fraction of the bullshit that he's done. They don't know all the stuff that I've already gone over. All they know about is the scheme that he was running, with the Gambino family. That's all they know about. They don't know about the rest of the shit.
All right, well, dude, it's easy to armchair quarterback it when you know all the details. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So Larry pleaded guilty in 2003, and he was sentenced, and I already said that. During the trial, Carrick was excelling. He was just kicking ass, and he was killing it. He was kicking ass and taking names at his job, and his involvement in the 9/11 aftermath made him known nationwide. He was on all of the news shows, and he was even an advisor on Iraq. Manhattan's jail was named after him, and President George W. Bush even nominated Carrick to be the Secretary of Homeland Security.
Oh,
interesting.
All right then.
And a week later, Carrick withdrew his nomination because he had once hired a nanny who was undocumented. Gee, I wonder what happened there. I wonder why that happened. Because, I actually have that written down, Todd. And Lily can back that up because she's got screenshots of my notes.
Yes, I did.
So you know that his handwriting is completely illegible then.
I wouldn't say completely illegible.
Well, he must have been trying hard then because he knew he was sending them to you, dude. He sent me his notes. I'm like, dude, what the fuck does this even say?
I'll have to send you a picture of mine because mine is like, I write so fast that I just group all of my letters together, and so it's just like one big long like swoopy.
Oh, dude, I do that too.
Yes.
I have this like half print, half cursive writing style where like things go together that shouldn't, but I know what it says. So, dude, I've seen Bill's notes and it looked like a fucking chicken wrote it. like a chicken held a pencil in its beak and was trying to pick out for fucking corn on the fucking underneath the paper. I'm just busted on you, Bill. I don't know. We do this all the time.
Todd's
but I don't.
shitting
I mean,
on
but he also though after that one time though, Bill has said like I'm gonna try to write my notes a little bit clearer, and he has. He's gotten better at it. But when we first started this shit, dude, he's like, dude, this is the notes I have, and he sent pictures of them to me, and I'm like, I zoom in, and I'm like, I don't even know what that says.
You're like, I'm so glad you sent these to me.
I'm like, what is that? Does that say the? Is that the? I don't know. I can't tell.
No, it's Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar, okay.
I don't know where that.
I don't know either. Did you just watch The Matrix or something?
No, it just popped into my head. So 2 days later, the Daily News broke a story about a slew of improprieties from Carrick's involvement with Larry. The story said that Larry paid for Carrick's wedding, bought him $4,300 worth of furniture as a wedding gift, and customized a Tiffany police badge for him.
Oh.
The source of this? Take a guess.
The New York Times.
No, it was Larry.
I was gonna say.
See, dude, every time Bill says for me to take a guess, I guess the most outrageous fucking thing.
I'm surprised you didn't say the horse.
I almost thought about saying the horse, but right now that's kind of like beating a dead horse. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave the horse out of things from now on. Although, dude, when I said that in that fucking Boone Hill episode, dude, I said the horse, and Bill fucking just lost it. And I was
lost it?
I mean, like, dude, he laughed for like 2 minutes straight. He couldn't stop, and I was just like,
That is
Yeah, I
so
got him.
funny. You're like, yeah, that was a pretty good one.
So Larry was humiliated, and the city took his name off of the jail, and an affair was made public that he had. And he was under city, state, and federal investigation. He pled guilty to felony, tax, and false statement charges, and he served 3 years in prison. Larry fucked him up.
Well, damn.
Yeah, Larry fucked him up.
Apparently.
God damn.
So this revenge set something off in Larry, and he began setting his sights on anyone who had wronged him.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
In 2004, his wife Teresa filed for divorce. Larry had hit her, and the police were called. Larry and 15-year-old Talia accused Teresa of child abuse. Temporary custody was given to Larry, and then anonymous reports of physical and sexual abuse came out about Teresa. Talia also accused her grandfather, cousin, and aunt of abusing her. And
oh my.
Yeah, Larry posted graphic accusations of the abuse on blogs and on websites. One was supposedly written by Talia, saying that Teresa, like, you were the most dangerous thing to me in my entire life. This is from Talia to her mother Teresa.
Oh shit.
So he's totally got his claws into Talia and everything, just like blaming his mother, or blaming her mother for, it's all this just to make her look bad, when it's him that's the piece of shit.
Yeah. Wow. Shit.
Lily?
Did we lose her?
I'm a little speechless.
Yeah, see?
Did we lose Lily?
She's there.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
See, like, when
So,
she gets, like, when I get speechless, I just say, wow, I don't know what the fuck to say. When she gets speechless, she just doesn't say anything.
I'm like engrossed in the story, so if I don't respond, it's because I'm listening.
Yeah.
So, Child Welfare eventually listed the accusations as unfounded. They interviewed Talia's 4-year-old sister, asking her if her mother had hit them, and the little girl just laughed and said, "That's what Daddy told us to say."
Oh, you gotta love children.
Yikes!
Man. They will always tell
Kids
the
are
truth,
so
no matter
honest.
what.
So court ordered Larry to hand over the kids back to Teresa, and Talia refused to go, and she lived in youth shelters rather than stay with her mother.
Oh boy. That's wow. Okay.
So Larry, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So Larry concocted a massive plot. He called that. Larry concocted a massive plot against him, which was supposedly orchestrated by Carrick, his wife, Rudy Giuliani, even President George W. Bush and Dick Cheney. They were all trying to silence him because he had inside secrets about 9/11.
Oh God, of course, because why not? Oh my God.
So Carrick was the boogeyman, and in 2006, Larry was arrested for abusing his girlfriend. After making bail, Larry said that he was telling people that he was involved in a major court investigation, and that domestic abuse was made up to put him in a bad light.
Okay.
Sure, because yeah.
Because Larry does nothing wrong.
I mean,
Larry's perfect.
Larry may be a lot of things, but
Oh, come on. You can't start that and not finish it.
I didn't know where I was going to go with it. There was like too many things to cover. Larry may have been a lot of things, but a liar ain't one of them.
Yeah. So, but okay, keep in mind, what did I say back before about his conviction?
I don't know. That was a long time ago.
Lily?
She's checking her notes.
I know. I'm looking. Why don't you go ahead and refresh all of us?
Well, just remind us, Bill, because we both, while we were paying attention, we forgot.
While we were paying attention, the story is just so crazy where I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
There's way too much crazy shit going on in the story to
all-
remember fucking small details like that.
Well, this is kind of a big detail. The judge who sentenced him to probation said that if he violated his probation for anything,
Yeah.
he'd throw the book
Yes,
at him.
that's right.
I
That's right.
remember that now. Now that you mention it, I remember that. But
Right.
So he was arrested for domestic abuse against his girlfriend.
Ooh.
did it screw him? Please tell me it fucking screwed him.
Yeah. It screwed him.
Good.
So he was arrested at his house, and as he was dragged out of there, Talia was screaming, "Police corruption! This is because of Giuliani and Carrick."
God. Oh God.
You laugh at Talia, but you gotta kind of feel sorry for her as well because he's turned her mind to complete mush.
Right.
It's like, dude, I so want to say something, but I'm not going to. Just carry on before I fucking say something. Before I go on a rant
So
that
he-
needs to be edited.
This was in 2007.
Okay.
He served 3 years and he was released in 2010, and that brings us back to him moving into the dorm with Talia and her dorm mates. So we're current to where we were at the beginning of the episode.
Right on.
I had
Right.
I've got a note for that just a personal note I
Okay.
took down. So she's like, "Oh, my dad got out of prison, whatever." Why the fuck? Because he was like 50 at this point when he got out, because he's currently 62.
Yes.
Why did they let a 50-year-old man move in with like 8 college kids that are all like 18, 19? How weird.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and we we're gonna cover that later on, and everything, and how the Sarah Lawrence basically passed the buck on it. They just, well, we didn't know he was there.
Why don't you do a better
Yeah.
job?
So
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. She probably just let him move in there, and nobody official fucking knew about it. You know what I mean?
Right.
right in the beginning, but they knew he was there.
Yikes.
So
Yeah, don't they have like
he took over the common area.
What do they call that in college? Who's the RA or whatever that like
They-
keeps track of shit that's going on in the dorm or
They don't-
something?
Okay, that comes up. That I've heard that discussed on a couple podcasts about Larry, and the explanation given was this particular setup where they have the open air things. It's kind of like an 8-bedroom house, like small little bedrooms and everything, where everybody had their own room, and then like one large common area in the middle of it, and there weren't any RAs there.
Oh.
This particular college didn't have that. They kind of, you got to figure it's a prestigious liberal arts college and everything, so they probably figured that their students were too sophisticated to need supervision. I guess maybe that's just a guess. I don't know.
Sophisticated is not the word that I
But-
would have used, but okay, go ahead.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry. Anybody with a liberal arts degree from college is living in their mother's basement with fucking hairy armpits and being a social justice warrior on fucking Twitter.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
you're right.
I mean,
Like if my daughter says that she wants to go to a liberal arts college, I'm going to be like, okay, you're going to pay for that yourself.
yeah. Oh, no, I don't have to. Joe Biden's going to pay for it. Yep, I said it. Fuck me. Never mind.
No.
Shut up.
No, he just wants to pay for the debt that students
Yeah.
have.
Anyway, moving on.
But So he took over the common area, and he was sleeping on an air mattress. And he would cook, he would clean, and he would take the students out for expensive dinners, things like that. And as they ate, he would tell them all about his real American hero G.I. Joe stories. About him being a CIA operative, a Marine, and all of his other bullshit.
And now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Fuck, we're idiots. God, we're nerds. Holy shit. The fact that we know this. Oh, God. I'm sorry.
Hey, Lily caught it. You caught it, right, Lily? I think I heard you acknowledge it.
I sure did.
Okay. Well, welcome to the Nerd Club.
The Nerd Club. There's another T-shirt.
Yeah, the Nerd Club. Fuck yeah.
So he loved preaching the values of the Marines. He loved preaching the values of the Marines. One of which I'm sure is honor.
Getting honor and staying honor. My bad.
Honor and
I'm sorry, Lily. I'm sorry. This is just how we roll.
That.
You just called her Rui.
I said Lily.
You just called her Rui.
Lily.
I heard Rui.
You need to get your ears fixed, you deaf motherfucker.
Well, we know this.
I just got that. That was very funny, Todd.
See, well, at first you were like, "Oh, and I was like, I'm sorry. I was just, but you were like,
it took,
now you're laughing
it took
like,
you.
Okay, she's just like us. We're good.
You said it, and I was like, wait a minute.
The fuck did he just say?
Anyway, he was talking about the Marines, and I'm sure part of the Marine Charter, the Marine Code, and all that stuff is honor and integrity, which Larry Ray may have a lot of things, but honor and integrity are not
one of them
among them.
Oh boy.
So he was a good listener, and he had to be to get all of the soft spots on the students' psychology. He fully intended to dominate the students. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I think that he went in there on a mission. He's just like, I'm gonna rule these fucking cunts,
Yeah.
and his own daughter included.
Well, I say that's the most fucked up part about it is that his daughter is part of this plan, which is like
Really fucked up.
That's just fucking wrong. Yeah. That's fucking sick.
Mm-hmm. So the students saw him as taking like a dad role. He would have them watch movies and everything, and then he'd follow the movies with lectures on the nature of the universe, like he's some big old grandiose philosopher or something.
Larry Ray met a lot of things,
this,
but Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's not.
Nice one.
I can't help it, dude. I'm sorry, students, my bad. Let's just fuck.
No, that was a good one. These students were all 18 to 20 years old. They're all impressionable, and Larry was in his 50s, and he was more than ready to give them guidance. So,
well, of course,
we're going to introduce some of the students now. Now, we only got a couple of them because some of them declined to have their names published in the story, which I don't blame them.
No, not at all.
But they were involved as well. But props to the ones that did, and no judgment to the people who didn't.
Exactly. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
So there was Daniel Levin, and he was a guy who was exploring his sexuality. He was thinking about thinking that he might be gay. There was Claudia and Santos, and they had all struggled with depression. Isabella, who had gone through a really bad breakup shortly after Larry arrived, and that was it. The other four names aren't revealed.
But okay, just so I'm make sure I'm up to speed here. These are the people that were in the dorm, right?
Right.
So
right,
no wonder
mates.
he had such an easy time taking control of them. They were all fucked up, and he was just like, I'm going to exploit the fucking shit out of that.
Exactly.
Ugh.
You are 100% right, and that's probably exactly like verbatim what he said. You know what he said to himself when he hatched the idea.
These kids are all fucking broken. I'm just going to take control of the situation, and I'll tell them I'm going to fix them, and they just have to do what I say. And Jesus Christ, dude! Does that mean I'm going to be a fucking cult leader now because I can fucking see all this shit happen? Fuck me.
I'd join your cult.
Yeah. Dude, my cult would be cool though, dude. My cult would be like, dude, all right, we're all gonna learn how to ride motorcycles. We're gonna learn how to weld. We're gonna learn how to build shit. We're gonna do all kinds of shit. That would be my cult, dude. That would be, dude. That's my dream, dude. I want to buy like 40 acres, set up a fucking shop, and anybody that wants to come live there, they can fucking make their own little tiny house or whatever, and live on my land and learn how to do the shit that I know how to fucking do. And just start a fucking community.
All right.
Know what I mean, that's my idea of being a cult leader.
And as a cult survivor, I approve of this message. Anyway, hashtag, but I digress. None of the students questioned how weird it was because of how much Talia had talked him up. Yeah, so Larry began, air quote, counseling these kids and putting emphasis on Isabella, who was Talia's best friend. And Isabella even kind of looked a lot like Talia. So Isabella said that she wasn't in a good place, and Larry helped her. Talia's boyfriend reported that he had seen Larry in Isabella's bed with her head in his lap, stroking her hair, saying, "Nobody's gonna hurt my baby girl."
Oh, no.
Ew.
So Larry had moved in. He eventually moved into Isabella's room, and he was saying, "Oh, I'm not sleeping with her. I'm sleeping on the floor. She needs someone with her to help her."
Oh my God.
No.
No, you don't. I mean, it's just damn. So, he wanted Isabella.
Ugh.
So
yeah, apparently.
Yeah. So. Oh God, buckle up, guys. Buckle up. Winter break came, and before Isabella could go home to San Antonio with her family, Larry called Isabella's mother saying that Isabella had been sexually abused as a child by a family friend, and if she had gone home for the winter break, she might commit suicide.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me?
I wish I was kidding. I seriously wished I had made this story up like I did on the Krypton episode.
I like that we had the same reaction.
I know, right?
I really wish I had made this up. But, see, now after that Krypton episode, every time something goes off the rails crazy and everything, Todd's going to think I made it up.
No. Only when we do Krypton shit, I'll think you made it up. I mean, earlier, dude, this story sounds made up, but I really didn't think you were making it up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because we have a third person here that knows the story too. So if you were making that shit up, she would have called you bullshit on it.
I like how she kept quiet when I said that he took a ride on the space shuttle.
I know, right? Waiting for me to fucking say
like,
something, and then you totally fucking dunked on me, and that was fine. I totally accept it. I do.
I'm just gonna let you guys duke it out.
Yeah. But you know what? Gloves are off, bro. Here we go. Just kidding.
So
it's fine.
So Isabella's mom was speechless. I mean, she was really close with Isabella, and that was something that Isabella had never in her life mentioned to her. And Larry continued by saying, "You let this happen to her." Fucking.
So it never
So,
really
I
happened.
mean,
He's just
if
pretending that it happened, or like
it never happened.
All right.
He's actually convinced Isabella that it did happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need Larry to stay in his
He
lane.
Yeah, Larry needs to be tough-tonied.
Yes.
If there was ever anybody that needed to be tough-tonied, it's
Yeah.
I
Larry.
need
Fuck
him
yeah.
to join. I don't know if you guys listen to this episode, but we always tell Cindy Hendy she needs to take a seat. She needs to sit. She needs to not
Take
move
a
off of
seat.
her couch.
Yeah, the toy box killer's daughter or girlfriend
Yeah,
or whatever.
girlfriend. Larry needs to go
I
ahead and
haven't
take a
listened
seat
to it,
next to
but
Cindy
I'm going
Hendy.
to.
They need to chill.
Larry, take a seat next to Cindy, please. Yeah, fucking twat.
No, but I think that yeah, I don't know. If I had made this story up, then Hollywood needs to fucking hire me
Right.
immediately.
Yeah, right. No, dude, I'm not. I know you're not making it up, but you
But-
know what I mean. It's just fuck me, dude.
Right. Yeah. So Isabella spent winter break with Larry and Talia and Talia's boyfriend in a 1-bedroom apartment in New York
Oh,
City.
yikes.
And he controlled them. I lost my place. He controlled them. They ate when he did. He imposed a bedtime for them. They had to be in bed whenever lights out. And he even told Talia's boyfriend to stop taking his antipsychotic medicine prescription because he didn't need it.
Oh,
All right.
So
because that's a
it's like
thing
that's
you should
the
do.
worst fucking thing that. Yeah, it's like that's the worst thing that you could fucking do.
I didn't know he was a doctor.
So
Yeah, right. Apparently, he's Dr. Larry.
I mean,
Fuck.
it's just like okay, I take blood pressure. I take blood pressure medicine. If I stop it, if I stop taking it, then there's a good chance that I could die. You know, it's just like and that's essentially what he, you know.
Hey, Bill.
what
You know what?
he did.
Stop taking your blood pressure medication. You don't need it.
Dr. Todd's in the
Okay.
house.
Okay. Hey, that's Lord Todd.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You do own 1 square foot in
I
Scotland,
do.
don't you?
I'm officially fucking Lord Todd now, peasants. So
Lord
show some fucking respect.
That's so funny.
So, well,
Anyway,
he's serious.
no, I did. You know that established titles thing you see on YouTube and all that shit all the time? I did that. Yeah, I do own a square foot of land in Scotland. I am officially Lord Todd now.
That's amazing.
I can put that on my driver. I can go get my driver's license changed to say Lord Todd. I can put it anywhere.
You should.
Yeah, so
You should.
yeah, you know, so it's Lord Todd, you fucking peasants.
After the winter break, Talia's boyfriend got the hell out of there and broke up with her.
Good for
man.
him.
And you know what?
Fuck yeah.
Good on
Yeah,
you.
fucking good for him. He's like, dude, this shit's going nuts. I'm
Yep.
fucking out of here.
Yeah. So after winter break, they all returned to the dorm, and Larry spent most of his nights in Isabella's room. He started mandatory air quote house meetings with the students, and one night he started the Q4P lectures, a philosophy that states that the energy in the universe is powered by the quest for potential.
Ugh.
Okay.
It was the dribble of a friend of his who was a diamond trader by day and a bullshit artist at night.
Well, that's an odd combination. What do you do? I trade diamonds.
Hey, I'm a truck driver by
and then I bullshit at night. Oh, wait, that's not that, because that's what
I'm
we
a-
do.
I'm a truck driver during the day and a podcaster
Yeah.
at night.
Oh, yeah, dude. What do you do? Well, I'm a cook. I cook by day and I fucking bullshit on a podcast at night. So, okay, so, wait a minute. Maybe that's not so odd. Never mind. Moving on. My bad.
So the roommate Claudia was intrigued by by this, and she began having one-on-one counseling sessions with Larry. She was initially impressed by Larry, but something snapped with her after the Q4P lecture. Larry passed him off as a therapist, giving advice to people who legitimately needed help. And Larry made them believe that he was some sort of superhuman empath who could fix anyone. Yeah, he kept telling her about his time as a Marine, and she began posting Marine things on Facebook. You know, Marine memes and stuff like that, and quotes and stuff like that. So she had been funny and self-aware, but after her sessions with Larry, she started telling people that she was a schizophrenic. Larry, with no medical training, had diagnosed her with it.
Oh.
So he had Isabella and Claudia and of course Talia under his thumb. Next up was Daniel, who was having issues with his girlfriend because of the fact that he was, not sure if he was gay or not, or bi or whatever. So Larry told him to dump his girlfriend, but he also told him, "Oh no, you're not gay. I can tell you that for sure."
Of course.
Yeah. That's how Dr. Larry.
Dr. Larry.
They call me Dr. Ray.
Oh God.
I had to go back.
I know.
Because we mentioned
I hope we
earlier.
don't get fucking copyright struck for that.
They didn't write a song about Dr.
I
Ray.
know, but everybody knows the fucking melody you just sang and knows what song it is. And you know how Gene Simmons is, dude. Gene Simmons will sue anybody for a fucking $1, dude. He don't give a fuck.
We're going to get sued. And then when we do the little audio clip later with the Who.
Yeah. Dude, the Who
we're
won't
going
give,
down.
The Who won't
we're
give
going
a shit,
down.
dude, because they're mostly dead. They don't care. They'll be like, dude, they used our song.
So.
Maybe we'll get some more fans and we can go on tour again.
Yeah, so summer rolled around and Larry suggested that Daniel move in with him in his one-bedroom apartment in New York City for the summer, along with all the other students in his entourage.
Yeah.
And he went and he talked to Daniel about this in a limo. He had a freaking limo waiting for him. It's like, and Daniel agreed. And he said that he didn't want to go back home, so this was his alternative. And he later said that was part of the reason that he got into the cult, was because he had no idea how to get a place on his own in New York City. Which, I can see that.
Well, I mean, dude, you can get a place on your own in New York City. It's whether you can afford it or not.
Exactly.
I mean, like, seriously, how does somebody not know how to go, like, dude, do you have apartments for rent? Well, yes, we do. How much are they? $10,000 a week. Can't afford that.
Yeah,
Gonna have to fuck off.
He was talking. Yeah, guess I'll go join a cult.
Yeah, I guess I'll join a cult so I can live in an apartment in New York City. Because, yeah.
Actually, you know what? I am going to put the cult outro on this because Daniel called it a cult.
I know. You said cult.
In the aftermath. Yeah. Daniel specifically called it a cult. So it's like, okay, well, I'll use the cult.
That's what I meant. When I said you said cult in your notes. So yes.
Right. So yeah.
Anyway.
So every morning in the apartment started the same way. Larry would blast Bubba O'Reilly by the Who to wake everybody up. It was his way of announcing that he was there to guide Daniel, Talia, Claudia, Isabella, and Santos through their teenage wasteland.
Oh boy.
Now, a note of irony. The title of that song refers to the Who's guitarist, Pete Townsend, his two inspirations on him. And was a commentary of people who were getting the bad acid at Woodstock 69. Fire!
Yeah. It's fire.
But Mar Baba was Pete Townsend's spiritual guru, and he was also a cult leader, although a minor one. I mean, that has nothing to do with the story. It's just a little bit, like a little note of irony,
A little fun fact.
So at night, Larry would gather everyone in the living room for a discussion where the group would gang up and interrogate one person. The victim, I mean, the person who wound up in the hot seat, he usually found his or herself there because they had done something that Larry didn't like. Stupid things like scratching a pan or breaking a dish. And these things, according to Dr. Larry, they were intentional manifestations of childhood trauma. And the sessions were to reveal the deep personal truths. I fucking hate this guy.
Right? Hey, dude, I'm a chef, dude, right? And, dude, I mean, dude, if you scratch one of my pans, I'm going to fucking get on you about it. But at the same time, I'm not going to call it a deep manifestation of whatever the fuck you just said. It's like, dude, why the fuck are you going into my Teflon pan with a fucking metal fork, dude? Don't you know that you're not supposed to do that? Now it's scratched. Now it's going to stick. Dude, and then I'll take you out back and we'll fucking throw fists or we'll do whatever and we'll fix the situation. And then we'll go back in and we'll fucking finish the shift.
Now just wait till I mean, yeah, I get you. I get your point. I mean, I had a my dad I had a cast iron frying pan, and my dad would cook steaks in it, and he never washed the thing. He would just rinse it out and everything. It was seasoned, and he gave it to me. And then when I got married to my first wife, one of the first things she did was she cleaned that pan.
Oh no.
You're not supposed to do that.
Oh my God, I was so pissed. It's like, what?
But did you blame? Did you make it out to be a manifestation of her childhood fucking whatever the fuck you said earlier? No, you didn't. You just got mad and fucking shit happened and blah blah blah.
No, I just said no wonder your cooking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, but never mind.
But we're talking 20 plus years of seasoning on this pan.
I know, dude. And I bet she went at it with a fucking steel scrubby too, didn't she?
She cleaned it.
Yeah.
It was clean. It was like brand new.
Like it's like steel scrubby. I mean, dude, I bet she went at that a long time with a fucking steel scrubby to fucking clean that 20 years of seasoning off of it.
I know. I was like, you just don't know. I was like, and she used to love it when I cooked a steak. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? My steaks are never going to be this good anymore.
Because
you fucked it up.
Because you broke my magic wand.
But then, of course, though, you started cooking in it and started all over again, and now you probably have another good 10 years of seasoning on it, or more.
No. I threw it away, and I never started another one again.
The fuck is wrong with you, dude? It's cast iron, man. That shit never goes bad.
I was pissed. It hurt me. Although I'm pretty sure Amy would have cleaned the thing too.
Well, no shit, but you know what I'm saying, though, dude. You don't throw away a fucking You don't throw away cast iron. Just because some dumb bitch cleaned it, dude. Yeah. You fucking just start over again. Like, fine, I'm starting over again.
Well, I'll get it. So
you threw away the good one that would have got seasoned quicker because it had already been seasoned. Now you're going to buy a brand new one that's going to take you 20 years to get to even like remotely seasoned.
I make quick, irrational decisions, okay?
Yeah, well, yeah, Mr. Spock, you ain't. That's for sure.
Anyway, but I digress. So the meetings would end with air quote breakthroughs, and Larry had convinced Daniel that the reason that he played the ukulele was because of trauma inflicted on him by his father.
Okay.
Larry told him to smash the ukulele in front of the group for closure. He did, and all of the other students applauded. Like, try telling me to smash one of my guitars and see where that gets
what the
you.
heck?
Said, yeah, you want me to smash this guitar? Okay, but I'm smashing it on your fucking skull.
Over your head. But another time Daniel was in the hot seat, Larry was relentlessly tearing into him for a breakthrough. Nobody was allowed to go to bed until the breakthrough happened. But they all had jobs and everything. It was very late at night, and they had to be up the next day. So finally, Daniel made a story about finding a injured baby bird in his driveway. He picked up the bird and he killed it. It was total fiction. It was total fiction. But it ended the session, and everyone was allowed to go to bed. The next morning, which was 2 or 3 hours later.
All right, you guys, up and at 'em. Wake up, wake up. It's a brand new day with your good daddy Ray. New challenges, new adventures as I deliver you from the teenage wasteland. Wake up. Shit.
So it's just like an overbearing, controlling piece of shit amped on speed. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
The speed explains a lot.
Yeah. So Larry preached to the students to live healthier lifestyles
while being a meth head. Yeah.
So
that works.
Right.
That's the healthiest lifestyle.
I don't think it was. Yeah. Just I mean, it promotes good blood flow and everything because it literally pushes itself out of your skin.
Yeah, right.
But I don't think that Larry was doing crystal meth. I don't think he was. I think it was just like methamphetamine, like pills and stuff like that.
That's what fucking meth is.
No, but you don't. Okay, well, he wasn't smoking meth.
You know what I mean, though, dude. I mean, dude, it's just different ways of taking the same fucking drug. But
So on top of being a war hero, psychiatrist, psychologist, genius, he was also a health expert too.
You forgot doctor?
And
yeah, doctor.
Oh, doctor, yeah, doctor, Marine.
Yeah.
Larry Ray may have been a lot of things, but he wasn't any of that stuff that I just
yeah, right.
So Claudia latched onto it. And she became obsessed with losing weight and started hating the way that she looked. She had never really been that way before, and Claudia's parents were suspicious of Larry from the moment that she told them about him. When they learned that he was living with the students, they called Sarah Lawrence. And Sarah Lawrence blew the whole thing off. Later, the college said that they had no record of Larry living on campus, so they were passing the buck.
They're trying to cover their asses.
Well, yeah.
Is what you just said.
Yeah.
Of course they are. Because dude, we're about to get fucking sued by everyone.
Because they're incredibly liable.
Yeah.
Well, they are. They are. I mean, it's just... But they knew. They totally
100%.
knew. But...
I said 100% they knew.
Yeah. So, Claudia's parents moved nearby the apartment where Larry and the students live. And they only got to see her just like once a week in passing. And her mother said in interviews that she was on, air quote, Larry behavior. Everything that she said sounded like it came straight from Larry. Like he's telling these kids what to say.
It's a classic manipulator move, is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like, sometimes it's just like, and it's gonna get a whole lot worse too. I mean, it really is. I mean, you can't believe, especially, well, Lily knows what's coming, but Todd doesn't know. And it's just, Todd, you have no clue what is coming. It gets even crazier.
Really? All right.
It gets even more ridiculous. I mean, it's just like the story is unfucking real.
All right. Let her rip, Tater Chip. I'm ready.
And
hit me. Send it, buddy. Send it.
so her mother, it's just like I already said that. In the apartment, small mistakes became like sabotage attempts at Larry's improvement program. Larry, oh my God. Larry started making the students sign false confessions to things that they hadn't done. Santos allegedly ripped checks out of Larry's checkbooks to interfere with Larry's business.
Okay.
What business?
Yeah, exactly. What business?
Yeah, what business? At this point, he's not doing anything other than ruling them, so he's got to have a pretty padded bank account.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a... Never mind.
So Daniel was made to list the items of Larry's that he had damaged in effect to harm Larry's family.
All right.
The students were forced to believe that they had done whatever Larry dreamed up in his head. Now it would be like me saying, "Lily, you scratched my car. You owe me $10,000 to get it repaired."
Yeah.
Todd, you don't owe me anything because you're bankrolling the podcast.
You're in the clear. It's fine.
Yeah, and again, it's Lord Todd, you fucking peasant.
Lord Todd.
Just kidding.
Lord Todd.
God, dude. But it's so much fun to do.
I humbly apologize, sir.
Hey, you know what, dude? It's really not that expensive. Anybody can fucking do it, dude. Everybody should.
So Larry then demanded that he was a sex ed expert. Or hold on, let me start that over again. Larry then decided that he was a sex ed expert.
Larry Ray may not be a lot of things, but what he is just anything he decides at the moment.
So we're adding that to his list.
His target was
list of.
Yeah.
So we're adding that to his list of attributes.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's got more asterisks next to his name than there are minutes in this podcast episode.
Jesus.
So, yeah, Larry decided that he was a sex ed as expert, and his target was Daniel, who believed, like I said, he's like thinks he might be gay.
Oh God.
So one night, out of the blue, Isabella just walked up to Daniel and kissed him.
I'm sure it wasn't out of the blue though.
No, it wasn't out of the blue. It was out of the Larry. But
oh God, that sounds even worse. Just say out of the blue.
out of the blue. So a few weeks. Oh God, buckle up, guys. Buckle up. A few weeks later, Larry told Daniel and Isabella to have sex while he watched.
I didn't read that part. Oh my God.
Wow.
Larry
I'm sure he did more than watch too, didn't he?
Don't skip ahead, Todd. So this became a regular thing.
Yikes.
And then, it's just like,
Boy.
Daniel and Isabella having sex while Larry watched. And, shortly after that, Larry began to participate.
Oh, Larry.
Oh, see, that's not even where I was going. I thought he was just going to sit in the corner and fucking jerk off while he watched. I didn't know he was going to fucking like.
Well, I'm sure. I didn't know he was going to
fucking just like put himself into the middle of it. Fuck me, dude. Although I should have seen that coming.
I'm sure that he did that initially.
Should have seen that coming.
Thanks for that image, Todd.
So he played it off as an integral part of their sexual journey for clarity.
Oh God.
I'm gonna throw myself off a cliff. That's so gross.
Yeah, I know, right? And where's my fucking gun? I'm just gonna end it right now. So you know what? I'm lucky
At
my
one
gun's
point-
like way in the fucking other room, and I don't feel like getting up and getting it. So I guess I'm gonna have to put up with the rest of this crap. So carry on.
Dude, if you're gonna off yourself, do it for a better reason than
Larry.
fucking Larry.
Yeah, I know, right? But still, though, dude.
I don't-
I'm you know, I mean, I know that I
I hate this
agreed
guy.
to all this shit when I signed up to do this podcast with you, but god damn, dude, I didn't know there was so many fucking pedophiles and just goddamn freaks out there. Holy fuck, dude.
Well, he's not a pedophile.
I know
These are
technically,
adults.
I know
These kids are
technically he's
adults.
not a pedophile, but they are still fucking children younger than him, and that's just like
Just
confused fucking kids that he's taking advantage of. And that's fucking wrong, dude.
Right.
Fuck, dude. Oh, god damn it. Here we go.
I knew this. I knew the breakdown was coming, Lily. I knew it was coming.
It does, dude. It always does. Like, dude, I take it for as long as I can, and then I just fucking snap, and I'm like, god damn, whatever. Anyway, carry on. Let's ride this out. Fuck.
Well, buckle up, Buttercup.
That's Lord Buttercup to you, peasant.
At one,
Lord.
Lord Buttercup.
Dude, I'm never gonna stop this. This is gonna carry on for as long as I live.
Oh, I hope so. I love it. I love it. I love it. But at one point, Larry invited his landlord, Mr. Chin, to join them.
Dude, I
going.
have so many things to say about that, but
Keep going. Keep going.
Well,
yeah, keep going, please. Please keep going. Just go.
Okay. Okay.
Just
okay,
rip off the Band-Aid.
So Daniel said that there were.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me
No,
to? Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Okay. Think about it. Think about it. Okay. There's only one girl in this situation, and they're already having a threesome with Larry and Daniel, and now 3 guys,
I
1
don't
girl.
want to think about it. But continue.
Bill, you know what?
But-
We're adults here. We get it. We get where everything is going. Just carry on.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Mr. Chan did not
Oh,
participate.
good on him.
Oh, well, good for Mr. Chin.
Yeah. Yeah. So Daniel said that there was no consent in the situation, and he said that at first Isabella seemed to be initiating all of this, but he later, just this was all Isabella's idea, according to Larry.
Of course.
But of course she was being mind fucked by Larry,
Among other things, but yeah.
and then literally fucked. Yes.
Oh, God.
So, oh man, I hate this guy. I want to beat him with a fucking tire iron, and then tough Tony him.
See, dude, you're letting him off too easy. I wanna fucking strap it. I wanna strap him to a table and start breaking every bone in his body with a ball peen hammer, starting with his pinky toe.
I'm good with that.
But yeah, there's no tough
How about
Tony
you,
in it
Lily?
afterwards, dude. I'm like, I would break every bone in your body. I will rip your toenails out with pliers. I rip your fingernails out with pliers. I will rip all the teeth out of your fucking head with pliers. Meanwhile, while breaking every bone in your body with a ball peen hammer because you deserve that, you fucking piece of shit.
My audience is going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I'm a little extreme sometimes, but I just, dude, it's like, I mean, I'm serious. It's because I have a daughter who was like, at this time was probably near that age that could have fallen into this shit, dude. And that's how I just like, I feel that way about my daughter. Like, dude, if anybody does anything to my daughter, there's not a place on this earth they can hide from me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, dude, when I hear these stories,
I know,
I
and-
feel that way about these kids because I picture my daughter being in that situation. And, yeah, it's just like, yeah, dude, I won't stop. I will stop at nothing to end your life if you fucking do anything to my daughter. If my daughter
Absolutely.
calls me up,
I
and
feel
if
the
my
same
daughter,
way.
if you're dating my daughter and she calls me up and says that you fucking hurt her, you better fucking run because I'm coming. And you'll be
Todd's a
fucking
scary
dead
looking
by the
dude
time
too.
I'm done.
So
And then y'all can do
Lily?
a podcast about me.
right.
Welcome to Crimes, Killers, Cults, and Beer. Introducing our new co-host, Lily.
That's me.
Yeah, well,
And
yeah,
tonight we're covering
Lord Todd's no longer
tonight
with
we're
us
covering
because
tonight we're covering Lord Todd Peel.
he's no longer with the podcast because he did something that he needed to do, should have been done, but apparently the courts didn't fucking see it the same way.
Right.
My opinion
Anyway.
on
All right.
Larry so far is he's just incredibly manipulative and gaslighting, and he's just pulling out all the stops to make him look like the good guy.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
exactly it.
And it's just, and I don't know too much about the court. I know that a lot of fireworks happened in his trial after all of this. I know a lot of fireworks happened, and I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to hearing what you've got. And let's power through this. Let's power through this because we've still got a ways to go, before Lily's sick.
Yeah, let's power through this
is
and let's
probably
take
gonna-
another little short break, and then we'll power through Lily's part of it because I am looking forward to hearing what she has to say as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I am too. And so I'm gonna just power through it. And this is probably going to be like a 4-hour episode. So at the end of the summer, Claudia and Daniel left to study abroad in England, and Claudia sent an email to the college's dean spilling the beans about how much of a manipulative and dangerous man that Larry was. But later she recanted it, saying that Larry's ex-wife had tricked her into sending the fucking email.
Jesus.
Ooh, yikes.
Oh, God. All right.
So, even though Claudia and Daniel were overseas, Larry still had a grip on him. He would set up Skype sessions. Oh my God. He would set up Skype sessions and would coach them through having sex with each other.
What the
Through
fuck?
Skype.
What?
I mean, this guy's a monster. Doesn't even. It's just you think about you think about this shit and you're just like, who the fuck do you even think you are?
Jesus.
It's just like, what gives you the fucking right to treat people like this? Why do you think that you are so fucking, so much of a fucking god or whatever the hell? And I truly believe that he thought himself.
I don't think he did, dude. Yeah, he's just a manipulative bastard that does whatever it takes to get whatever he wants.
Yeah, and oh man, he might be. I mean, he's not a serial killer. He never killed anybody that we know of. I got to throw that in there because it wouldn't surprise me if he had
I'm
killed
sure he's
somebody.
killed somebody. He's had to have killed somebody. Either that or been indirectly responsible for the death of someone.
No, I think he killed somebody. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, but it's just, who the fuck do you think you are?
Well, I don't think he thinks he's God. I think he thinks he's just the be-all, end-all of, whatever. If that means God in your opinion, then yes, okay, he thought he was God, but I don't think he's a God. I don't think he thinks.
You got to
God,
realize.
Mm-hmm.
You got to realize that he knew that he was a piece of shit. Did he? Did he know that he was a piece of shit?
No, probably not, because he obviously has a fucking ego.
Right. Well, and that's the thing with like manipulators and like sociopaths like that, is they lie so much that they start to believe that their lies are the truth, and then they're like, well, I don't understand why everyone is treating me like this.
Yeah.
And they play the victim, and so I mean, he could mentally believe that he's doing, the right thing or whatever in his mind, but to a normal person.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. To a normal person, like, dude, you are fucking insane.
Right.
Why? Why does everybody keep calling me crazy?
And that's why, like, when we go through some of these things, just like in past episodes that we've done, I'm just like, I can't even make my mind possibly think that that's okay. So, I guess that's what separates me from a serial killer or a piece of shit like this. Todd, who's the biggest shit? And we're not even done with this fucker. Who's the biggest piece of shit that we've covered?
Really, so far? Dude, that's tough. This guy.
I know. He didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, he didn't kill anybody that we know of, but he's the
he's
biggest fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, he is, and we're not even done yet.
I already stated how I feel about him and what I'd have done to him, but I'm sure that's not going to make it, so it's fine.
No, it'll make it, because you're right. He deserves this. Whatever his sentence is, and his sentence hasn't been handed down yet. It'll be handed down in December. Am I right, Lily?
I believe.
Holy fuck! So this shit is still going on.
I think
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's ongoing. No, he's been found guilty, but his sentence hasn't been delivered
and we'll go
yet.
over all of that.
But
I mean, dude, like, he's still
I
awaiting sentence. Like, we're talking about something that's actually current for a change. I mean, dude, usually we talk about shit that happened in like the 70s or 80s, and these guys are already dead in prison or whatever. Like, dude, this is still going on. Fuck my life. You mean I can't go beat this guy to death with a ball peen hammer?
Yep.
Oh, you should have told me that.
And
I'll be back.
Lily and I decided that it's like, okay, once his sentence is passed down, we're gonna, like, maybe for an add-in for like both of our podcasts, we'll like cover, we'll do what we're doing now, but we'll cover we'll cover this thing and just cut.
Do like a little update.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and just like add it into whatever episode we're doing at the week, for that particular week.
Or whatever. Or maybe just do like another one like this, like just even if it's only like a half hour or something, just a short little discussion on, okay, he got what he deserved. Like, bullshit, dude, I ain't got him with a ball peen hammer yet.
Actually, you know what?
Right.
I hope there's fireworks. I hope there's fireworks at the sentencing. I hope he like throws a fucking temper tantrum or something like that. I hope he makes it good for us podcasters to really just latch onto it and just ridicule the.
But you know what I mean, though? They're like, whatever. Whenever they sentence him, dude, let's just like schedule a time where we can do this again after it, and just sit down and maybe not do a fucking 10-hour episode. Just do like a half hour, 45-minute, just kind of. All right, this is what happened. These are our thoughts on it. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, and just we can both put it out as not like an add-on to something, or just put it out as its own thing again.
Okay, we'll do it like a special episode.
Yeah,
a special, not a numbered episode, but a special episode.
An addendum or whatever. But don't just throw it into another podcast. Like, make it its own thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I like that.
Whatever. I mean,
so the one-bedroom apartment where, with all these people, was already small enough, but Larry began renovating it. He removed door handles to the bathrooms to guarantee that nobody had any privacy. Nobody questioned it because he had convinced them that he had a good reason for it. Daniel and Claudia's parents knew that something was wrong, but Larry had his claws so deep in them that nothing was going to make them leave the situation. One weekend, Claudia visited her parents, of course, with Larry, and he began asking Claudia's parents about their first child. A girl who had died at birth.
That's inappropriate.
And Larry said...
Right.
Hold on. It's actually more inappropriate. It's actually more inappropriate than you realize. Larry said that it must have been difficult for them to love Claudia so much so soon after losing a baby. But there was only one problem. Take a guess.
Larry made it all up.
Guesses? Huh?
The horse did it.
The horse did it.
Fuck you, Todd. God damn.
Lord Todd, peasant.
Lord Todd. So, there was only one problem. It didn't happen.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, that's what I said. That's
didn't
what I said
happen.
at first. Larry made it, or whatever. It was all made up. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear
know.
that.
But that's why I said the horse did it, to make you laugh. Because I'm that fucking
But
kind of an
Larry
asshole.
was digging in.
Wait.
Larry was digging in, saying how they couldn't possibly love Claudia as much as she needed because of that, and Claudia was actually on Larry's side on this. Her mom exploded and broke down and started crying.
Oh.
And this is face to face. This is face to face. Yeah. Claudia said that she didn't believe her mom, and then she and Larry left. And that's when her parents realized that Larry literally had complete control over Claudia.
Wow.
What a psycho.
No shit, right?
Mm-hmm. But wait, there's more. The worst came for the worst came for Daniel during his senior year. This went on for several years. I mean, Talia had missed the application deadline for Stanford Law School, and Larry accused Daniel of intentionally sabotaging Talia by distracting her. Daniel denied any involvement, in her fuck up.
Okay.
But Larry blamed it on Daniel. Oh, it's your fault that my daughter didn't get her application in on time. It's your fault. It's like, what the
Is it though?
fuck? Now I'm doing it. God damn.
Right? This is like...
I mean,
This went from bad to
This
worse
is next level.
to
This
even
is-
more worse. Oh,
yeah.
God.
So
Anyway.
Larry, and when Daniel's just like, dude, go fuck yourself. I didn't have anything to do with that. She's the one that was supposed to be submitting the application. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm sitting here listening to Bubba O'Reilly. I'm sitting here, like, eating when you tell me I can eat. I'm sitting here, like, going to bed when you tell me I have to go to bed. I'm sitting here going through all your fucking bullshit and everything. And so how the fuck is this my fault? Daniel stood up for himself, and Larry lost his fucking
Good
mind.
on Daniel, though.
Good on Daniel for fucking standing up to the
good on-
fucking narcissistic fucking prick.
Yeah, and Larry lost his mind, and he crushed up like aluminum foil into tiny little balls, rolled them up into saran wrap, and just by saying that, this is going to a bad place.
Yeah.
It was described as by Daniel as a necklace with lumps, but in actuality it was a garrote. And Larry made Daniel wrap it, strip down, wrap it around his nuts, and his penis, and in front of everybody. And then Larry began twisting it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh.
Man,
I have no words.
I haven't lost it. Yeah, I just kind of lost it there for a second. I was just like, man,
What?
it's been a while since I've done that.
What? Let's see.
But-
Just like, what in the actual... What? Fuck. What? Oh, fuck. It's alright. Carry on, dude. Fuck it. We gotta get through this.
Yeah, I can describe a serial killer like butchering a fucking victim, but this is something different, I guess. I don't know. But The foil balls cut off the circulation to his groin and dug into his flesh. And Larry had been violent before, but as far as like physical, Santos was his primary punching bag.
Yikes.
He would put Santos. Huh?
I just said yikes.
Yeah.
Oh. But he would put Santos into a sleeper hold until he passed out.
Oh my gosh.
And
Oh, so now he's Hulk Hogan.
Larry's land.
So now he's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Larry may not be a lot of things, but now he's a wrestler as well.
But
fucking piece of shit.
Larry's landlord, Mr. Chan, actually witnessed this. And when Santos, oh God, buckle up, because when Santos woke up, Larry asked him, "Did the darkness envelop you?"
Ew.
Jesus.
I hate that. It's so crazy because I wrote these notes out, but telling it is so fucking different. Telling it is so fucking different. But yeah, I don't think I've like emotionally reacted like this since the fucking BTK debacle.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just like, it's just like I'm fucking pissed off. I ain't gonna lie. My eyes are a little bit moist. Like somebody's cutting onions in my hotel room
You
here.
said moist.
Huh?
You said moist. Dude, everybody in the fucking world hates the word moist, right?
Well,
You just said
I hate
moist.
Larry. I hate Larry Ray.
Yeah, well, I hate Larry Ray too. I mean, I've already explained my fucking disgust for this.
No, but
Whatever.
I'm like having a hard time.
I know, but you said moist, dude. That made me laugh because moist is a word that pretty much disgusts everybody.
2, 1, moist.
Anyway, moving on. Hurry up. We got to hurry up because our guest only has a limited amount of time.
Yeah, we do. So, another time, Daniel had supposedly damaged the oven. Larry made him kneel, and he stood over Daniel with a knife and threatened to dismember him. So, Daniel finally bounced. He finally told Larry that he was still unsure of his sexuality, and Larry said, "Enough of this." So he told Isabella to go get one of her dresses. He assembled all the students, together, and he made Daniel change into the dress in front of everybody.
Oh, man.
And then he,
Poor guy.
yeah. Oh my God. And then he made Daniel go outside to check the mail wearing the dress.
Oh, that's so mentally detrimental.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's the nicest way you could have put that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did. Oh shit! It gets even worse.
God, how can it get worse?
It gets even worse.
Really? How does that happen?
Well, I'll tell you.
Well, let's get to it. And don't tell me to buckle up anymore,
when
because
he
I'm
got-
out of buckles. I'm as buckled up as I could fucking get.
Strapped in with 3-point harness. Like, you're not going anywhere.
No, we're talking like NASCAR 5-point harness with a Hans neck support system going on, dude. I'm buckled in. Let's go.
Okay. So he went and got the mail, and all the students laughed at him. And then Larry handed when he got back in, Larry handed him a dildo and made him like penetrate himself in front of everybody.
Oh my
What the
God.
fucking fuck. What the fuck?
Where do people come
Why?
up with shit
What?
like this?
Hey,
Fuck me, dude.
I'm having a hard time with this one too. Don't.
I thought Toy Box was bad. Well, Toy Box is still bad, but oh my god.
Jesus.
I wish the toy box killer had like gotten Larry into his toy box.
Right? This would be a whole different story then, wouldn't it?
What was the toy box?
Right?
What was the toy box killer's name? Was it Bittaker?
No, it was
Oh, Bittaker was one of the toolbox killers.
it was
Okay.
Larry. I think it was Larry something. Actually, if I'm being honest.
Another
I think-
Larry?
Let me Google that really quick.
Okay, well, I'm going to continue while you Google it. But another fucking Larry? We've had 3 Larrys
Oh,
on
But
this
you know
show.
apparently,
what? No.
apparently, if your name is Larry, you're destined to be on a fucking podcast.
No, it was not. It
Yeah.
was not Larry.
We've
It was
had-
David Parker Ray. That's right. I knew he had 3 names.
Oh,
though.
yeah, David Parker Ray. Okay.
He had 3 names. Like,
Yeah.
James Earl Ray.
Well, I have
Harvey Oswald.
3 names.
yeah, but 3 first names.
I actually go by my middle name. Oh, that's true. David Parker Ray.
Oh, Ray though.
Yeah. So. Oh,
Hey,
hey,
see?
Ray. There's a tie-in.
There's similarity. Dude, did we just make a connection that no one else has made?
I think so. Well,
only
it's just
only
that there's
because
not
we're
a-
fucking
there's not a
drunk
lot of
idiots. Like,
podcast
hey, they have the
episodes.
same last name. They must be connected.
Yeah.
Anywho.
No, I'd like to see David Parker Ray put Larry into his
Yeah,
toy box.
exactly.
Yeah, but yeah. So Daniel was humiliated, and then he like I said before, he bounced and he got onto to campus housing, like in a dorm room, different. He got the fuck out of there. He ghosted Larry and the other students. And you know what? Good on you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Good for him
Yep.
for getting out.
But Larry was recruiting. He brought in more victims. When Claudia and Daniel were in England, Santos introduced Larry to his sisters, Yalitza and Felicia.
Oh, shit.
And their parents. There's video of Felicia that I've seen and what he did to her, and it's just. I want to beat this guy with a fucking hammer. But their parents had immigrated to the United States from the Dominican Republic, and they ran a couple businesses, and they had done very well. They were able to pay for, elite colleges for their kids, Harvard, Columbia, and Sarah
Wow.
Lawrence. So they did really well. So Felicia was the oldest. She was a Harvard grad, and and she had a medical degree from Columbia as well. And she started a residency in Los Angeles when Larry began calling her constantly. He actually convinced her that people were after her.
What?
Yeah, he convinced her that people were gunning for her. They were after her.
I feel like that's just a way for her, like, to be dependent on him.
I know. This story blows my fucking mind. And you know what? I didn't think that there was a story that could like get me like emotionally involved. Like after I learned how to like separate myself after the BTK debacle. But this one's done it. And you know what? Sometime in the future, there's going to be another one that gets
Oh
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
You always have the one case
Yeah.
every like 10 or 15 or whatever. They get you.
Yeah. but that's all right. I'm not like losing my fucking mind like I was during the BTK debacle.
Yeah, that's true. But still, like,
So,
fuck, dude.
but- I mean, yeah, but you know, she had Felicia had bought into the story that about Carrick and the police, and because of the fact that she had been in contact with Larry, you know, she didn't want to go to the corrupt LAPD, so she ditched her residency in Los Angeles and moved in with Larry in New York for protection.
Of course, because, you know, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They then begin a romantic relationship complete with talk of marriage and kids together.
Oh, my
And-
God. What the
But
fuck?
the thing is, Larry referred to both Isabella and Felicia as his wives.
Oh, Larry.
So now he's a
All right, then.
now he's a polygamist.
Which is illegal in most states.
Well, except for Utah.
Well, they weren't legally married.
No?
They were.
It's illegal in Utah now, too. I think Nevada's like one of the only states.
It is.
Oh, really? It's illegal
Oh,
in
it's
Utah?
still-
I mean,
it's still legal in
like
Nevada?
the Mormons, when they have like 10 wives and like the people on the TV show, that's all illegal?
Well, yeah, so in that TV show, they almost got arrested because of it, and they left Utah.
Yeah. Well,
Isn't that wild?
here's the... Never mind.
So it's legal
I'm
in
going to
Nevada?
digress, but we don't have time for it. I want to digress on that topic a little bit, but I'm not going to do it. So let's just keep rolling. We're on a time limit here, bud. Let's roll.
So, Larry, you know, going back, Larry had a habit of offering his girlfriends to people for sex.
Oh.
You know, to benefit him.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
You know, friends and
Fuck.
friends and business associates, he would force them to do it. One girlfriend didn't want to do it and tried to leave Larry, and he sent graphic photos of her to her parents. And there were others that he did that as well.
What? What the fuck? Oh, my God.
That's so shitty.
Dude, this guy is just a fucking narcissistic fucking piece of shit. Fucking
Manipulative.
control freak.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't enough derogatory words to describe.
I know,
Wow.
right? I'm running out of words. I keep using the same ones because I've run out
I know.
of things to fucking call him. Holy fuck.
So he then escalated the air quote broken things ruse. He would accuse the students of stealing or ruining things that belonged to him, and he ran a tab. Santos sent an email to Larry titled "Prices of Your Things That I Damaged" with a preliminary total, and it was 5 pages of things that he had allegedly did. Like, what are these kids doing? Just running through the fucking apartment and just like with a
yeah.
baseball bat and smashing
Smashing
things?
shit, yeah. Fuck me, dude.
Yeah, it's just 50 plus items ranging from tape, like a roll of tape, which Larry marked as $10
50 cents.
for a roll of tape.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So
Dude, this wasn't government
gas
tape, dude.
range.
This wasn't government tape. This is just like regular, everyday, normal
Right.
people tape. It's like 50
50
cents.
cents.
yeah, this is Scotch tape that
It's
you
not
can get
$10
at
bucks.
Dollar General for
Yeah,
50
it's
cents.
not $10.
Or 25 cents if you go to like Dollar Tree
Right.
or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, fuck me.
But yeah, it's just, and there, it was from the tape, which was $10, to a gas range, like stove, oven, $6,000.
Because what? He just went in there
I
and
can
smashed
go to-
it with a hammer, or he fucking like flipped an egg and left a little fucking stain, like a little, and didn't clean it, but it's damaged, and I have to replace it now.
Hold on, just don't get
Yeah,
bored.
see, there I go,
Don't-
jumping ahead
don't-
again. You'd
don't
think
skip ahead.
like I know what's gonna happen in this story, but I don't, because I know nothing about it. But I can tell where shit's gonna go.
But I can go to Lowe's and I can pick up a gas range, for like three or $400.
Yeah, no way that's costing.
But this one was
$6,000.
$6,000.
I'll bet you $1,000 you can't
Right.
pick it up by yourself.
Oh, I know I can't pick it up. I need help. So,
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
But
Carry on.
The total was over $47,000.
And
$47,000.
what happened?
Well, hold on. $47,000 for all of this shit in a tiny little one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, that's probably not worth $600.
That wasn't
Right.
even his. He was renting it.
But he's coming to collect.
So, yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
Santos turned to his parents for the money. Dude, it's still gonna keep getting worse, bro. Santos turned to his parents for the money, threatening suicide if they didn't pony up the cash.
What?
Santos's father tried to visit the apartment to see the damage, but Larry wouldn't let him in.
Because there was no
Naturally.
fucking damage.
Like
At least not.
exactly.
I mean, dude, maybe like $47 worth of damage. At the
Right,
most.
if that.
I mean, dude. Oh, you fucking hung a poster up on the wall with a thumbtack. That's $10,000 because now I have to spackle that fucking
Right.
thumbtack all over, and you owe me $10,000 for that. Like, really,
Right.
go fuck yourself, dude. Fuck me, dude.
Or it's just, like,
God.
okay, you scratch my Teflon pan. That's $750.
Yeah, because Teflon pans cost so much fucking money. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Well, I mean, Larry was a CIA agent, so he might have had access to the government list.
He was getting his shit from the government PX, right? Where everything was like 10 times, 10,000 times more than it's supposed to cost because that's how the government funds all the black
$10,000
project.
for a
Yeah,
hammer.
$10,000 for a hammer, $8,000
Like-
for a toilet seat.
Hammered for a toilet seat.
Oh God.
Independence
Yeah.
Day.
I'm sure Lily got it.
But
That movie's. She probably saw the movie.
Oh, I sure did.
But see that's kind of
So-
me and Bill's a lot of our bit, dude. Is we'll do quotes from a movie and just like, you got that right, and we're like, no, whatever, you know what I mean?
see if the other one got
Right.
it.
Because we're just like nerds like that. And we do shit like that. It's fucking fun. But anyway,
I
carry
do that
on,
with
Bill.
TV shows.
She's running out of time.
No.
Oh, what, Larry? Or
Larry.
Larry. God damn it.
Wow. Did that just happen?
So Todd's ending right now.
Yeah. And we're done. And we will never hear from Lily again. Anyway, moving on.
Oh my God.
That was so funny.
Oh, God.
Talk about an episode going off the rails. Oh my God, I gotta breathe.
Deep breaths.
I'm sorry, Lily. I didn't mean to call you Larry.
You're fine. That's so funny.
Oh, God, that was so good. Oh, fuck.
So, Santos's parents gave him as much money as they could.
What? Why?
Larry then,
Oh, fuck. Never mind. Carry on.
because they didn't want Santos to commit suicide because, like, Santos said that he was going to if they didn't pony up the money.
Oh, okay.
So, Larry then brought Claudia, Isabella, Yalitza, and Felicia to his stepfather's house in Pinehurst, North Carolina, and he put them to work installing a new drainage system into the yard. He would starve them, and he would even make them sleep outside in the summer in North Carolina, and there's not much difference between the summer in North Carolina and the summer in Florida.
That's sad.
Yeah. Except,
So,
dude, it's a little more dry heat in
meaning
North
it's-
Carolina than it is here. A little bit.
A little bit, but not
Well,
much.
I mean, dude,
But-
dude, Florida's like the only state that has a feels like temperature.
Yeah.
At least as far as I know. Like, dude, don't tell me it's 85 degrees, but it feels like 110. Just tell me it's
Just
110.
say it's 110.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need a feels like 10.
Right.
Just tell me it's
No, that-
110. Fuck off with that shit.
Lily, do they have that? Do they have that in Arizona? The feels like temperature?
Not like in that sort of sense, but like the people of Arizona do that. They're like, oh, it's only like 90 something. Like, God, it feels like 130.
Yeah.
No, in Florida they will actually like, oh, the temperature is like 98 degrees, but it feels like 130
You're like, great.
because of the humidity. Because of the humidity.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah, because they try to make it sound like it's not as hot as it is. Like, well, it's 85, but it feels like 98 or whatever. And I'm like, dude, just tell me it's 98 fucking degrees. I don't care.
Right.
Don't try to make it sound like
It
it's
feels
better
like
than
it's-
it fucking is, because it's fucking hot's hot, dude. I don't give a fuck. Just be
Yeah.
straight with me. Tell me what.
So-
All right. Anyway, moving on again because we're digressing.
Yeah. So he would starve the girls, or he would starve the kids, and he would even make them sleep outside. And I already said that. When they got back to New York City, the students began asking friends and family for money because they had damaged Larry's property at his stepfather's house.
Oh.
Meanwhile, he was making them freaking dig a freaking irrigation system and all that stuff.
Basically, turned them into ditch diggers.
And sleep outs. Right. Yeah, so Santos' parents estimated that they gave Larry over $200,000 over 3
Wow.
years.
What the fuck?
It just keeps getting worse and worse. So they even sold their house.
No.
These people fucking immigrated from the Dominican Republic, where they were probably poor. They came here, they achieved the American dream very well, and this fucker takes it all away from them.
Well, no.
That's awful.
I mean, well, because he brainwashed their son, but at what point do you go, fuck off, kid?
Right.
I mean, dude, I get
Agreed.
granted, it's your
Agreed,
kid and
but-
you're going to
but-
do anything for him, dude. I get that. But, dude, if I'm, like, dude, all right, you say my son caused this damage. I want to see it. And if you're not going to let me see it, then
Right,
you ain't
and you
getting a
wouldn't let them
goddamn
do that.
dime.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go fucking get the police,
Right.
and we're going to come here, and I'm taking my fucking son back. You know what I mean? And like, dude,
Exactly.
like, seriously, dude,
Exactly.
if the police won't do it, then I'm going to come in here with a fucking Sega shotgun and disintegrate your ass. And take my kid back.
Exactly.
And if you don't know what a Sega
Yeah, so
shotgun is, it's a
Claudia's
magazine-fed 12-gauge shotgun that holds about, depending on what size magazine you get, anywhere from 10 to fucking 20 rounds.
Right. So Claudia's parents were told the same thing, but the thing is, the students were adults and acting of their own free will.
Oh, of course.
That's how it was taken.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, all right. In 2013, Yalitza's parents got a call from Mount Sinai Hospital. She had attempted suicide by swallowing an entire bottle of Tylenol and was in a
That's
coma.
awful.
Fuck, dude, that's the worst way to go, man.
Yeah, she lived.
Well, yeah, so, you know.
But she was transferred to White Plains after she woke up, and her parents were there daily. And then one day, when her parents got there, they were denied entrance.
What?
They were told that if they wanted in, that Larry would have to be there and okay it, and he would have to be present.
Why? He's
The
not her
fuck,
guardian.
Man. Oh my god.
He ruled these girls. He ruled these
Ugh.
Yeah,
kids.
but fuck.
And
All right.
Larry had convinced her that he saved her life.
Holy shit. What the fucking fuck,
The
man?
same
Holy fuck.
the same thing the same thing happened with Claudia in 2014. The same thing. She swallowed an entire bottle of Tylenol. Claudia woke, but Claudia would only talk to Larry, not her parents. And if you remember, she was already, she already had issues with her parents because of fucking dipshit Larry.
It's interesting that a year later, another one of his victims did the same thing, the exact same way.
exact thing. Yeah, like.
Oh,
Yeah,
hold on.
See,
We're
me and
we're
her
gonna
are
get
both
there.
like putting two and two together and coming up with 6 and going, we know what's happening.
Yeah. But so the nurse, what the fuck was that? Was that a cat?
Yeah, probably. Lily, in case you didn't know, I have 8 cats. I am a crazy cat lady.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, I have like 8 cats that are like just free roaming the house, and some of them get along, some of them don't. So there's a lot of times there's like confrontations while we're having a podcast.
I totally get that. I had 3 cats at one time.
Did you hear it, Lily?
She probably didn't hear it.
Did you hear what I was talking? Oh, that's right, because I've got the super sensitive.
Yeah, because
thing.
you have
Okay.
the trucker headset, and we're just on fucking regular earbuds. We just hear what we're supposed to hear.
Right. Right. So the Claudia's parents weren't allowed to see her, and she was already on the outs with her parents and everything because of Larry, and I already said that. But the nurse told Claudia's parents that this wasn't the first time that they'd seen this, meaning Larry keeping the parents of a suicide
Attempt.
a person that tried to commit suicide attempt. Yeah, that word. It wasn't the first time they had seen Larry keeping the parents out. You'd think that the freaking hospital would call the fucking police,
do
right?
something.
Well, yeah. That is their job.
Right, they didn't.
Of course not.
So, Santos had tried to commit suicide prior to meeting Larry. And Isabella, Valitza, and Claudia, they all attempted suicide. And Larry attempted that. Larry estimated that the attempts were more than 12.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And he also said that he also had the audacity to say that it was his counseling that kept these people alive.
Fucking what the? Yeah. All right.
I need
That's it.
somebody to hand Larry a bottle of Tylenol.
I've got nothing left.
I'm going to have nightmares tonight, I'm sure of it. But Daniel, Talia, and Isabella graduated in 2013. Santos didn't graduate, and Claudia graduated a semester later. Isabella and Felicia, they stayed in Larry's New York City apartment, where the renovations were basically gutting the place and ruining it.
Oh damn.
Mr. Chin evicted Larry, but
Good for Chin.
he didn't like the way that he was. Yeah, he didn't like the way that Larry was treating the students. Although it's just like he didn't know. And if you watch the videos and everything, it's just like, it's like these girls are fucking screaming their fucking heads off while Larry is like abusing them, and it's fucking it's heartbreaking and disturbing to watch. And I watched some of them. I mean, there's some of them in the documentary. I watched some of the things on YouTube today, and it's just like what they showed on the documentary was just a splash in the pan.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's disturbing. It is completely disturbing. And one thing Felicia, his quote unquote wife, he like body slams her to the floor, gets right in her face, and starts screaming at her and stuff like that. And then later on in the video and everything, she's just like, "Help me, save me from myself, Larry, help me."
Oh my God, the fuck, man, what? Dude, I have nothing left, dude. I mean, like, seriously, I thought I had nothing left a minute ago, but now it's all gone, dude. I'm fucking empty inside right now.
I just beat my notebook on the fucking desk in the hotel room. Damn. This is. I'm not gonna lose it. This isn't gonna be the Larry Ray debacle.
Well, dude, we're like 3 hours and 17 minutes. It's pretty close to a debacle, but
Right.
No, it's not a debacle.
I know, no,
it's
not like the other ones. I know. I'm just saying. This has gone on for a while.
So, Mr. Chen evicted Larry, and because he didn't like the way that he was treating the students. Not to mention all the noise from the renovations and all that stuff, and the fact that Bubba O'Reilly was blasting every morning at 5 a.m.
God, he didn't get sick of that song?
Psychological torture.
That's just how he woke everybody up.
Psychological torture.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a good song too, but I'm gonna look at it differently after doing this fucking episode.
I know.
Yeah, right? I don't ever want to hear that song again after this shit.
I know. But it really is a good song. I used to love that song.
Yeah, it used to be a good song. No, not so much.
Yeah. So Larry countersued and squatted for over a year. Larry countersued, and he squatted. He squatted there for over a year. In court, Larry's attorney asked Claudia how long she'd known Larry. And pay attention here because it gets tricky.
All right.
Claudia said that she remembered Larry from being mentioned by her family, and she laid out this crazy conspiracy that went back 3 generations of her, in her family. Her grandmother or her grandfather would mention Larry making trouble. Right. So she as a kid somehow knew that Carrick and Rudy Giuliani were involved somehow.
Oh God, we're back
Larry's
to that.
Mother. Yeah, Larry's mother, and this came out in the eviction lawsuit.
Okay.
So, Larry's mother contacted Claudia's mother and told her to send Claudia to Sarah Lawrence in order to hurt Larry and Talia.
What?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's
At
weird.
some point, like Tim Allen on Home Improvement. Oh?
Yeah, no shit. What the fuck?
But so at that point, Carrick began sending Claudia's family money to have Claudia poison Larry with arsenic, cyanide, mercury, and lead.
All right.
Yeah, this was court in the eviction proceedings. But I've got some lead for Larry.
Yeah.
Fucking, I want a Tuftonium.
Yeah, dude, I got fucking 20
But-
rounds of copper jacket at 9mm to put into his fucking ass.
But my question here is, what the fuck does any of that have to do with an
Right.
eviction?
I know, right? That's what I was thinking, but every time I try to say something, you're like, wait, we're getting there. So I didn't say nothing this time.
Yeah, it's just like, oh well, all right. Back in the 1700s, my family moved over, to the United States and everything, and they were already plotting against me, even though I wouldn't be born again for another 250 years. They were plotting against me
because
God
reasons.
damn, I hate this
Yeah.
guy.
Jesus
because
fucking
reasons.
Christ. Fuck. Dude, I
fucking
can't
hate
say
this guy.
fuck enough right now to make it even remotely clear how fucking just fuck it. Whatever.
Asinine.
Carry on. Just
It's
carry
asinine.
on because
That's what.
I've said fuck enough in this episode. I don't need to say it anymore. Jesus.
Oh man. Keurig denied any involvement and said that Larry was a psychotic con man who had victimized every friend that he ever had. He also said that he hadn't heard from Larry in 20 years. So, and Claudia supposedly also poisoned Talia and Isabella.
All right.
So,
Well, at least
Just
Carrie was like,
Yeah,
okay,
so
that's
she-
exactly what this motherfucker is. He's a fucking psychotic fucking manipulator.
Well, is the 20 years thing
he's a
true?
fucking... No, none of it was true. It was just some conspiracy theory that he concocted, thinking that somehow was going to get him out of the
Okay.
eviction. Keep in mind, this is an eviction
Yeah, this is still the
hearing.
eviction.
This
hearing.
isn't like a
This
criminal.
isn't, like, real.
Yeah, this. Right. This is an eviction.
This isn't real
hearing.
court. This is just like you got taken to court by the fucking Mr. Chin took him to court to evict him,
Okay, so it's like,
and that's
oh,
not
it's kinda
real
like a
court, dude.
small
It's like
claims
it's
court.
like going on Judge Judy, basically.
Right.
Right.
And
exactly.
all this
And
shit's
I'm
coming out
surprised
on
that
Judge Judy. Just
you know what?
imagine that.
I wish it had been on Judge
No
Judy.
shit, right?
That
So
would've
you
been
know what
the
I mean?
most
Or fucking,
entertaining episode.
Jerry, dude. This is like Judge Jerry, or dude. Jerry Springer's a fucking TV judge now, of all things. Like, really? Are you fucking kidding me?
Is he really?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even know that.
Dude,
What were you saying,
Steve
Lily?
is his bailiff.
God.
If you ever watch Springer,
What were you saying, Lily?
I'm just laughing, Judge Jerry.
What were you saying? Oh, okay. Judge
Because
Jerry.
she knows. Lily knows.
Yalitza's testimony was equally weird. Supposedly, her parents were drug dealers who had pimped Felicia out when she was a kid. She said that she had mixed poison in Larry's coffee, and even said that she used fecal matter on bandages and toothbrushes.
Oh.
Her parents were supposedly going to pay her $1 million to do this.
As you say with your pinky to the corner of your mouth.
Of course we do.
I think
course we
everybody
do.
does at this point, right? Who hasn't seen that movie?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it was out. It had been out for a long time at that point. I mean, I swear. And if you look at pictures of Larry Ray, he looks like Dr. Evil.
He's
God,
scary
seriously.
looking.
Not literally, but he's fat
He's
and he's
got
bald.
that vibe. I got you. No worries.
Yeah. So all of the girls said that Larry was the most compassionate and nicest man that they had ever met, and that she was coming, and that Yalitza was coming clean due to guilt for poisoning him.
Okay.
Yalitza's suicide attempt was supposedly due to her guilt over poisoning Larry.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Of course, it's
dude,
bullshit.
What did she
Everything
down a whole
is
bottle
bullshit.
of Tylenol?
I don't think that she was. I mean, it doesn't really say how she attempted suicide, but she did.
Or was
Yeah,
she
just
like
we
force
got
fed a
Claudia.
whole bottle of Tylenol like the other two girls were?
You gotta watch the videos on YouTube, bro. You got to. I mean, well, actually, you know what? You don't have to. I don't recommend it. I mean, it's just
You know what I'm
it's
saying,
so
though, dude?
fucking
I mean,
disturbing.
Dude, it sounds to me like this guy is like
This guy, this fucking
might
this
even
fucking
be like
piece of
Munchausen
shit
syndrome too, which is like weird because guys aren't supposed to get that. It's only supposed to be like a female thing. But he's like, all right, these people are turning on me, so I'm gonna fucking put a whole bottle of Tylenol,
It's
make
probably
them
a
eat all that
combination.
shit, which isn't really gonna kill them because it's like that's just like a fucking like weak ass attempt at attention for suicide. But then it'll be like, then I'm just gonna go in the hospital and own the place and not let their parents see him, like because I have total control over everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a stretch, but I'm
Yeah.
getting that vibe. But anyway, not the point. Carry on.
But it more than Munchausen syndrome, it was Stockholm syndrome.
Well, I mean, what he was doing to the kids, yeah, but I'm talking about him himself. Like,
I'm talking about the kids.
yes, the kids
just
are
like,
fucking definitely Stockholm
like,
syndrome.
oh, Larry's
yeah.
there's
No,
another
the kids
guy.
are definitely that.
Right.
But I'm like, dude, so he's like,
Right.
he fucking like forces these girls to fucking eat a whole bottle of pills to get like, to try to get maybe some kind of sympathy from someone, but he won't let their parents in because he knows the parents aren't going to be fucking sympathetic to him. But you know what I mean, dude? I don't know, dude. I could
You
be
know what?
completely wrong, but
That doesn't come out. That doesn't, it's just like, okay, like the inspiration behind the suicide attempts, that doesn't come out. But you're probably right,
you know what I mean? Like, he's like,
whatever,
dude. I mean, dude, who knows what the fuck is going on in this dude's mind? But I'm kind of getting that kind of vibe from it because like two girls a year apart did the exact same thing.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, moving on.
I don't want to, I don't want to know what the fuck is going on in this guy's
Yeah, I don't
mind.
either, but you know what I'm saying, though. And whatever. Enough of my yakking. Carry on. Let's get it done.
Okay. So Chen won the eviction case, but it would take another year to get Larry out, and of course, because that's how evictions work. Best way to live free is to get evicted.
I did not realize what goes into
So-
evictions until after I saw the show Worst Roommate Ever.
Yeah.
People can squat there for
Oh
years.
yeah, I'm familiar.
No, yeah, dude. Once you get mail delivered to any address that you live at, you're allowed to be there.
Yep.
No, you can't be kicked out. Like, dude, like you said, like the roommate thing, the worst roommate thing. Like, hey, you let me live here. I got mail delivered here. You can't kick me out now. This is officially my address. I can't be kicked out.
Right.
Dude, and that's the fucking law. And that's fucking just sad.
Yeah, it is.
But then again, though,
But
if that ever happens to me, they'll just disappear. I know all the good spots.
lots of alligators in Florida.
And hogs, wild hogs too, and I know where they all are.
And
Oh,
hogs,
yeah.
yeah.
I could disappear a body and real easy.
We've got hogs out here.
Did I
too.
say that out
You're
loud?
putting
God
this-
damn it!
You're put,
I wasn't
yes, you
supposed to
did.
say
You're,
that out
you're
loud.
putting this out all over,
Cut that part out.
and I ain't cutting
Cut that part out.
Actually, okay, I'll cut
No,
it
he
out.
won't.
So in 2015, Larry was jumped in a hotel lobby. This gave Lori. I've called him Larry Hall. I've called him Lily.
You've
And
called Lily Larry.
now I just called him
Called
Lori.
Lily Lori. Lily Larry. Dude, fuck. I don't know where Lori came from. Was there even a Lori in this story? Fuck, that rhymed.
No.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, moving on.
Lori in the story. So this gave Larry even more fuel for his conspiracy story. He sent a letter to an attorney outlining the conspiracy, and I would love to see that letter.
Jesus.
But but the conspiracy, he tried to get the EPA to investigate.
Stop.
Come on.
Because of the poisoning.
Oh my gosh.
Because of the poisoning.
Dude, EPA's not in charge of that shit.
He made a
What the
website.
fuck?
This man's a
Dude,
drama
I'm
queen.
done.
Well, poisoning.
Yeah, that's it, dude. She said it best right there. That's it. He's a fucking drama queen for sure.
Yeah, he is.
Oh God, fuck me.
Oh, wait do you
Stop
get to the
saying
court?
wait until we get.
Wait-
Stop
wait till
saying
we
wait
get
till we
to-
get somewhere, dude. Let's just get done.
No, you said he was a drama
Oh, he
queen.
sure is.
There's something that happens during the fucking court proceedings where it's just like it's gonna blow your
She
fucking mind.
she said
Todd.
he was a drama queen. I just agreed with her.
No, and I'm agreeing with her too. So,
All right.
so he made a website documenting Claudia's confessions. He had videos of her confessing to poisoning him. One video had Claudia in a dozed state saying that she never stopped poisoning Larry and Talia.
Yikes.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like dozed. And I've seen the video of this. She looks
Right.
Yeah.
drugged.
She probably
She was
was.
definitely fucking roofied. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And just
I mean, she
saying
just
whatever they were
she's
telling her
just
to
like-
say, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna read you a transcript of that video.
Oh, sure.
Larry, I'm gonna use the same voice that I did in that little fucking audio clip. Are you making this of your own free will? Claudia. Yes. Larry. And you want to make this what? Claudia. Because I want to tell the truth. I mean, she's like clearly, if you watch that fucking video, she is clearly fucking drugged.
That poor girl.
Dude, you know what I did? And
And-
I mean, I believe you straight up. I don't even need to watch the video, dude. And even with whatever voice you just made there, dude, that's obvious what's going on there. He's fucking drugged her and fucking
Well, that's
trained
not-
her to fucking say what he wants her to say.
Yeah, what were you saying,
I
Lily?
said that poor girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and it's just like all of them. I mean, it's just like my fucking heart breaks for
Yeah.
these people. You know, and it's just, oh God,
Yeah.
fuck this guy. But
Anyway.
this has been this has been the roughest one that we've done since BTK, and that was just because of my lack of experience as a podcaster. But no, but this one's rough, man. It really is. But Larry was rich somehow. You know, he still had like shit tons of money in his bank account, as you know, I mentioned that earlier. But Isabella gave, you know, it's like he would flash his money around. Isabella one time he handed her $100 bill and gave it to a homeless veteran on the street.
Well, okay, that's nice.
You know, this came out in court. Yeah, it's like I gave a $100 bill to a homeless veteran. I'm a good guy because I'm a Marine.
Yeah, whatever.
You know. So, and you know, he had a spreadsheet of domain names that he had owned on GoDaddy.com, and he was worth He was worth about $28 million.
Oh, wow.
You said
What was he
20
doing?
million?
Dude, like, what was he doing? Like drop
Damn.
shipping, or was he just selling domain names? Like, oh, you want that name? It's gonna be, yeah.
Well, that's actually a really lucrative deal. I mean, it's just like if you know how to do it, you can anticipate something.
Yeah,
that's
selling
coming out
domain
by the
names.
domain
Yeah, like,
name.
dude, could you imagine if you could time travel and go back like fucking 30 years and buy
shit.
Amazon.com?
Oh, shit.
And dude, then you would
No
own
shit.
Jeff Bezos right now.
No, Jeff Bezos would have just called it Nile.com. But then again, we could buy Nile.com too.
Yeah. Or fucking Apple or anything like that. Any of those fucking things, dude. If you'd have known. I mean, and some people did back then, and you know, dude, we were kids back then. We didn't know nothing about none of that shit. But yeah, dude, can you imagine like going back in time and telling your younger self, like, dude, buy the domain when it happens, it's not going to happen yet, but when it does, you need to pay attention and you need to go online and buy the domain name Amazon.com. Just buy it. It'll cost you nothing.
Right.
And then some fucking billionaire is going to fucking approach you and say, hey, I need that name. And then you just set your price.
All you need is one.
And then the paradox kicks in because I'm still fucking broke right now. So if I had done that, I'd have pissed it all away and still be exactly where I'm at.
I'm going to ask you both a question, and I want to hear both of
Okay.
your answers. Okay? You go back and you are able to go back in time and meet up with your younger self. You are only allowed to say 3 words to your younger self. That's it. 3 words. What do you say?
See, this is a little weird because she's a lot younger than us. So like her going back to her younger self is not, there's not a lot that, I mean, I'm sure you could say something. I'm not
Okay,
saying that.
fair enough.
You know, I'm not saying
fair
that
enough.
Lily can't say something,
But
'cause I'm
what-
sure she would. But I mean, it depends on when younger. Like, dude, if I went back to like my 10-year-old self, I'd say
15 years
fucking
old.
buy
15 years
Google
old. You go back to yourself at 15 years.
or whatever. Buy Google stock.
What about you? What about you, Lily?
I'd probably say focus on yourself.
Oh, see,
You
that's
know what
the
I would
right
say?
answer. I'm sorry, but that's the right answer.
No, it's not. You know what I would say? I would say, read this note.
Ooh, there you go. All right, okay.
It's like I'm not allowed, I can only say 3 words. Okay, but I'm gonna hand him a freaking docket of like with like 25
Yeah.
fucking pages and stuff.
Here's the winning lottery numbers for every week for the rest of your fucking life until you get to
Right.
where I am
Yeah, right.
in the note. Yeah, see, that's good. I like her answer though.
Thank you.
Read this.
Yeah, that's good. And you hand the note over and you just like fuck off. But her answer was really fucking good. I liked her answer.
That's a loophole. That's a
Absolutely.
loophole. Just like the you have 3 wishes. What do you wish for? And the the first one is a million wishes.
You can wish for anything, but what is it? Oh, dude. Fuck! I figured something.
Well, I don't have to hand the note. I don't have to hand the note to him because that might break some type of rule. But I can drop it on the ground. you know?
Yeah. But yeah, but the what she's talking about, like the genie paradox. Like you get 3 wishes, you can wish for anything other than more wishes.
Mm-hmm.
And there was something else, dude. And I seen this thing on TikTok that was just like the best fucking answer to that. And I can't remember it now. And
That's okay. Let's
finish it up
wrap
because
this
we
up.
fucking digressed again. Fuck me. Hashtag
Yeah,
we
we're
digressed. Anyway, moving on.
but I digress. But we're closing on 4 hours now.
No, dude, we have to say we because we were all involved in it.
Exactly.
This is true.
Anyway, moving on.
So he refused to talk about certain things in his life because it was classified.
Bullshit.
He's an international. Yeah, exactly. I need to explain that because he's full of shit. But his whole identity at this point was based around this whole conspiracy. Well, but the thing is he's still he's still hanging around the girls that allegedly poisoned him.
Right. No, if you're
That's a
claiming
little
that someone's
weird.
poisoning you, you're not going to just stay with them.
Yeah, right. But he's still living with these girls who allegedly poisoned him.
Did anybody check his fingernails for meat lines? Just saying, dude. I mean, that's the sign that you're being poisoned. Is like, dude, if your fingernails get little white crescents growing on them as they grow out, that means you're being poisoned. They're called meat lines.
But you know what?
Did anybody check his fingernails for meat lines? Probably not, because he wasn't being
Of course
poisoned.
not. Of course not. No. So, among the atrocities that Larry committed, the absolute worst was against Claudia, and this is heartbreaking. He had accused her of $500,000 in damages in damaged property.
500,000.
$500,000.
What, in Mr. Chin's shitty apartment?
I don't think I've had 500. Yeah, I don't think I've had $500,000 worth of property in my entire fucking
Let
life.
alone damages. Like, what?
Jesus, yeah, right? Fuck.
But this is truly heartbreaking. Just, I won't say buckle up, but buckle up.
Dude, really, I'm already buckled up as much as I can be buckled. I'm out of buckles.
So, oh my God, this is rough. Claudia had met with Larry to discuss this tab, and hey, all on film, videoed by Larry, he put a bag over her head and strangled her until she almost passed out.
What?
Yeah, and he had forced her to work as an escort to pay him back.
Jesus Christ!
Ridiculous.
Life.
And she was like a high priced escort in New York City. I mean, she delivered the goods, but she would give him all of the money that she made, and in the course of like a year or two, when she was paying him back for the quote unquote $500,000, she made over $1 million.
Wow.
And it's,
Fuck.
I mean, it's just, yeah. She made over $1 million, like double the amount that she allegedly owed him.
Yeah. And he got it all, right?
Every single penny.
Of course.
She wasn't like tucking
Every
some
single
shit
penny,
away
I
here
mean-
and there.
Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, he gave her enough to survive.
But dude, I mean,
But that was about
I
it.
mean, dude, how does he know how much she's making? It's like, what? How much? Whatever. Like, okay, it costs this much, and she could get there like, dude, I need this much. I need like, instead of $5,000, I need $5,500.
No, she
and
would
then
just
fucking just tuck that $500 away somewhere.
She wasn't. The only thing I can imagine is she was just like not keeping tabs on how much she was actually
Yeah.
making. You know.
Anyway.
But so when Larry strangled her, that was her checkout point. And she went to a former client and like told him like everything. I mean, she apparently had like a good rapport, a good no, that's not where it's going. She had a good rapport with this guy and everything, and he bought her a bus ticket, back home and got her the hell out of there.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a happy ending to your part
Larry
of the
tried
story,
to
a little
find
bit anyway.
Right.
A little bit. Larry tried to find her, but she was gone, and she later reconciled with her parents.
Aww.
But, and this was all from the Cut.
Wow.
This was all from the Cut website, and they did an exhaustive deep dive on it, and they sent their article to news outlets. They sent their article to news, the article that I read from, and they ran with the story, and that's what broke it out into into the mainstream news and everything. But the story continues, and we are going to finish that story on part 2, where Lily will take the lead and tell us everything.
Yes.
And from what I hear, she's got a lot of stuff to cover.
I know.
So it's going to be another long episode.
I'm
Probably
totally
not
looking
quite this
forward to
long,
it.
but it's definitely going to be good.
So,
Yes, I'm looking forward to it because we didn't get to the like me and Bill used to call okay, we're getting to the happy ending or whatever. You know what I mean? We didn't. We got a little bit. There was like some happiness, but we when we finish it, it's like, yes, this fucker got what he fucking deserved. But we're saving that for you for next time. So, and I'm so looking forward to hearing what you have to say.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to share.
I am.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first part was Bill and Todd centric. The second part will be Lily centric. And
it's still going to sound like the exact same
just
show.
like I kind of felt
just going to be a different host.
I kind of felt just like I kept asking, it's just like, will you say something? And it's just I kind of felt bad because I didn't want it seem like we were stepping on your toes or anything.
No, not at all. No,
But
that's the bad that's the bad part about me is I will listen, and unless it's like something incredibly atrocious, I'm just like, keep talking. I want to know more.
Yeah, I'm just listening. I'm taking it all in.
Yeah, exactly. Especially because Sierra and I talk about everything like at the end of our episode, so I'm like I'm just gonna make some mental notes.
Right on.
Well, that's kind of what we're doing now. It's just like I loved it, and I can't wait. I can't wait to hear part 2.
Yep.
And we were, it's just. I mean, we would have to. I mean, we can't put. I mean, it's like by the time I edit this out, it's going to be around 3 hours. We're at 4 hours now, but
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway,
so it's just like if we put your part onto this, like in the like on top of it, we'd be looking at probably like after the edits, we'd still be looking at like a 4.5, maybe 5 hour
Yeah, exactly.
and ain't nobody gonna listen to that in one shot.
No. Oh my gosh.
No.
Anyway, all right, let's wrap this shit up.
But congratulations, Lily. You were been part of our longest episode to date.
Thank you guys again for inviting me.
Thank you.
It was very fun.
Thank you so much for joining us. That was awesome.
Of course. Can't wait to.
Yeah, we had a blast.
Do it next week.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we'll finish it up next week. I'm looking forward to it. I want to hear. Really looking forward to hearing what you have to add and just sitting there and being a dumbass going, doing my dumbass shit that I do.
Hey, and I don't I don't have to do any notes. I don't have to,
Right,
like
you get a break.
Part 2 is going to be the Lily episode.
All right. Anyway.
So, and we loved it, and it's just when I get going on telling a story and everything, it's just like I get on a roll until Todd throws me a fucking curveball, and I wind up laughing my fucking ass off. So, but still, I mean that's pretty much how we do things. I mean, you've heard our podcast,
Right.
so you know kind of what it is. So, I will. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. Follow us at on Twitter and everything. CKC_beer. That's our Twitter. We're most active on that. We're also on Facebook and all that stuff. And our website, it's the website that you probably clicked on to get this, but it's actually an actual website. It has all of our links to like all the various podcasts. It also has our contact information. It has our like my original music. It has it's a one-stop shop, and we're gonna have merch before too long.
We're having merch
and
ish.
Yeah, and so check it out. And Lily,
Yes.
tell us where they can find your stuff.
Yes, that's actually a great idea. So, you can email us at morbidlyintoxicatedpod@gmail.com. And then, let me pull up my other handles. I don't remember them. It's awful.
No, it's all
on
good, dude. I don't know any of ours either.
Right. We're on Instagram at Morbidly Intoxicated, and then Instagram is Morbidly Intox, because our name was too long.
Nice.
Twitter.
And your Twitter?
Twitter
I know you got
Yeah,
a Twitter
that was-
page.
Intox, yes.
Yeah, that was Twitter. Yeah. And that's
Anywho.
that.
So, all right, we're gonna wrap this thing up now. It's been a crazy ass long episode, but it's been fun. I mean, it's been a roller coaster, to be honest with you. I mean,
God, yeah.
I didn't think that I would get like emotionally like fucked up in the head, like again after the BTK
Right.
episode.
Right.
But we, it's just, but it happened, and it's probably going to happen again at some point. So, but stay tuned, and next week we will have part 2, which is Lily.
Yes.
Wow.
And Lily's awesome. We love Lily. So, all right. Until next week. Later.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Go, go, go!